Check 1 2. Check 1 2. This is mic number 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. This is mic number 1. Check 1 2. Mic number 1. School.squirrel.com. Yeah. It just goes faster. Yeah.
Squirrel.tv.
School.squirrel.com. Or you can do squirrel.tv too. You know what you want. Is it not on there? Here.
Yeah, I'll just squirrel.tv.
You can also go to Chisholm.tv.
You ever run into problems like schools not having URL available?
Some. And we just kind of change them.
The last time we did a game here, we couldn't hardly stay on the air.
Wi-Fi?
Oh, it was terrible.
Their internet was terrible.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's changed since then.
There have it when it was 11 up and 9 down. Why is that not?
Nice. Squirrel TV's on. But I'm not on the Wi-Fi. It's my service.
Now.
We'll try it.
You can even go to the actual game.
We'll set this back here now.
You can go in the game and look into it.
Hey, right.
There it is right there. See it right there. We can't do StreamYard tonight because it's under game.
Unsafe stuff. Get a test going.
Can you hear the?
Yeah.
Well, can you hear the game around here?
You can.
You can?
Yeah.
Here, man. Check.
You'll start hearing that music in a second.
Check 1 2. Check. This is mic 2. You can do check 1.
Testing 1 2 3 4. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Longhorn Community Field, just outside the backyard of Adam Dieselhorst tonight, to a District 1. Yeah, no, it's just being.
It's actually streaming though. Very loud.
Hey, Margaret. Hey.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Under a mostly clear sky with a game time temperature of 74 degrees, we welcome you live to North Enid, the campus of Chisholm High School, for a very important 2A District 1 matchup tonight between two longtime rivals, the 4-2 Chisholm Longhorns and the 3-3 Alva Goldbugs. Good evening, everyone. Along with Adam Dieselhorst, Cole Jones, and Tyler Kerr, I'm Todd Miller. We are glad to have you along for the Game of the Week Fall Break Edition tonight, and it promises to be one of the better in small school football this weekend. Again, Chisholm 4-2, Alva 3-3. And Adam, when you look at the remaining schedule for the Goldbugs, Hennessy and Perry at home at OCS in a couple of weeks. Chisholm goes to Blackwell and Perry the next 2 weeks and finish with OCS here at home. To me, it really looks like there are three teams, Perry, Chisholm, and Alva, that are fighting for the final two playoff spots out of 2A District 1. So while it may be week 7, the winner of this game has a big-time leg up going forward.
Well, this is the greatest part about district play in high school football in Oklahoma. You get to this point in the year, you kind of start figuring out who's going to go where, what place they could possibly get. Both these teams have a lot in front of them. I think this game right here is a key game to kind of trigger how they're going to move going forward. But we've seen Perry in one of our Game of the Weeks. Excited about getting to watch these two teams and kind of give us a gauge on where we think they're at, and it's going to be a good one.
The top two spots certainly belong to Millwood and OCS. Both are 3-0. Perry, Alva, Chisholm tied at 2-1 at the halfway point of the season. Hennessy, Newkirk, and Blackwell are all 0-3. So, again, big-time games coming up in Week 9 at Perry for Chisholm and in Week 10 for Alva at Ranger Field against the visiting Maroons. Last year it was all Alva. They put over 40 points on the board against first-year head coach Kimes Gilbert's club. But things have really changed. Alva last year beat Chisholm at home. That was their third win of the year. They would go 0-3 the rest of the way, miss the playoffs. So both teams really, Adam, in terms of when you look back from last year, Chisholm was 1-9, Alva again was 3-4, the 7-game point, really are further ahead in 2023 than they were this time a year ago.
Yeah. Big credit to both these teams, both these coaching staff, is to get these two teams to a place where they've elevated their game in the last year. I think a lot of people in this area would be surprised to look up at this point in the year and see Chisholm with 4 wins, but I think people in this community are not surprised at the kind of work that these kids have put in. And Alva also, their first year last year under a new coach, and making some strides too as well. So both these teams are going to improve on their records from last year.
You can see right there the captains for both Alva and Chisholm are meeting at midfield. We'll have the coin toss, and we'll have the indication from our referee tonight here momentarily. The Goldbugs again went 3-7 last year, the second year for them under Dave Foster. He's in his third year, 10-17. Kimes Gilbert in his second season here at North Enid, 5-11, but went 1-9 a year ago. The Longhorns really have turned football fortunes around. They, under Joey Reinert in the early part of this decade, were one of the better 2A programs in the state of Oklahoma. They then fell on hard times before their season opening game against Fairview. They had lost 19 of 20. They were blanked 42-0 by the Yellow Jackets, but then stunned another Yellow Jacket team, Kingfisher 20-17, followed that up with a home field victory over Tulsa Noah. But I think the Longhorns announced to the rest of the state, and certainly 2A District 1, we are back after that 3-point victory over 3A heavyweight Kingfisher. Both of these teams coming in off very impressive performances over outman foes, and both were on the road last week. Chisholm walloped Hennessy 52-24. Those 52 points, the most since the Longhorns scored 68 against Tennessee in November of 2019. Alva will get the football. Chisholm will defend the goal off to the east here as we get ready momentarily for the arrival of both teams for the locker room at the West End. The Goldbugs last week had a ton of turnovers. I think 5 or 6, and 2 of those were returned for touchdowns in a 62-8 victory that spoiled the homecoming game at Blackwell. The 62 points for Alva, the most they've ever scored head-to-head in a game with the Maroons, and their most since they win 61-49 against Tennessee in 2019. Before the win last week against Hennessy, you had to go back again to 2019 to find the last time that Chisholm had scored that many points. We told you that same season, though, the Longhorns also blistered Alva here, winning 57-12. That sets the stage for tonight's matchup as Chisholm makes their way out from the northwest corner. Alva to follow momentarily, and we'll take our final break and be back to kick off Alva and Chisholm in 2A District 1 football. It's brought to you by Alva State Bank on Squirtle.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, the Squirtle Game of the Week crew. Tonight's game brought to you by Alva State Bank. Chisholm will kick the football off. The wind conditions gusty southeast at about 22, upwards to 32 miles per hour. Putting the ball on the tee is Artem Gashi, number 19 for Chisholm. You see the Columbia blue uniforms with red numerals and lettering. Alva in the road, white and black uniforms. Great matchups during the course of this series to begin in 1976, and we have another one tonight as the wind blows the ball off the tee, and don't be surprised if that's not the last time that we see that tonight. The wind is blowing basically in from the east end zone corner towards the west end zone corner. It's a diagonal wind, again 22 to 32 miles per hour. And here we go. Gashi approaches, and again the wind blows the ball off the tee. So they will call for a holder now, and shortly we will officially get this game underway. Alva and Chisholm. Longhorns 4-2, Alva 3-3. You talk to coaching staffs of both teams. They really feel good about the matchup tonight and know the importance of this Week 7 matchup. Here we go. Artem Gashi puts the ball on the tee. This time it holds without a holder, and it's a diagonal kick to the near side. It's going to be returned for the 18. Outside the numbers to the 20 and up close to the 25-yard line. On the return for Alva was Hagen Wersig, a 5'9", 175-pound junior. And that's where we'll see Campbell Gaspard and that very high-potent Alva offense coming out of the field. They have scored 34 and 62 points their last 2 weeks. Have the Gold Bugs in wins over Newkirk and Blackwell to even their season at 3-3 and 2-1, more importantly, in conference play. First and 10, Alva at the 25-yard line. 11:54 to go here in the first quarter from Longhorn Community Stadium. Chisholm already has the defense out of the field. You can see Alva breaking huddle from their offensive coaching staff on the south side here in the stadium. And Campbell Gaspard is the quarterback, 6 foot, 160 pounds, and a junior. He was injured in the district opener last year and was sidelined for much of the year. He has made a healthy return and has been a big force directing this Gold Bug offense. Pistol formation, first handoff of the night to Lance Mathers, and he gets out of a shoestring tackle running left, and Mathers falls forward up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 8, and Lance Mathers just continues to dice his way through opposing defenses. That carry puts him over 300 yards his junior year on his 41st carry.
Big kid. Big lower body, good strong run. Nice play, nice execution by Alva on the first play.
I said this on our Squirtle Pick'em show this week. Lance Mathers will be the best football player that either team has out there tonight. He is a football player, both on offense and defense. Carries a workload offensively and averages almost 13 tackles on the other side of the football. Second down and 2 at the 33. Handoff again goes to Lance Mathers, and this time Chisholm's waiting. They tried the right side behind Trace Hamilton and Tristan Vickers, and Chisholm breaks it down, pushes him backwards for no gain. Third down upcoming for Alva. We played 1:15 here in the first quarter.
Much better job with the push that time for the defensive line from Chisholm.
Mathers is going to come out of the ball game. And Jance Heaton is going to be deployed as a wide receiver to the far side. Cash Shipley, still nursing a shoulder injury, was going to be available for special teams. They do have him on a limited basis in the lineup offensively, and he is split wide right. Single receiver to the near side is Aiden Kimberlin, the transfer from Mountain View Godibo. Out of the gun with it is Gaspard. He is going to tuck it and run, and he has nowhere to go. Ran right into the linebacker, Easton John, who has 43 tackles on the season, and that is going to bring up fourth down and 2, so Alva gains 8 on their first snap and gains nothing on the next 2 snaps. And again, now Dave Foster will have a decision on fourth down and 2, and there is a flag down. So they're going to visit with Kimes Gilbert on the near side. Does Chisholm take the penalty? I think you do and give him the down over because it's going to make it 3rd and long. And again, punting tonight is going to be treacherous going both ways with that southeasterly wind gusted at times over 30 miles per hour. They declined the penalty, so it's 4th down and 2 at the 33-yard line. And the Gold Bugs will trot on Cash Shipley for the punt. It'll be his 23rd of the year. Former Woodward Boomer who transferred in to his father's alma mater, Levi Shipley. During this past summer, he's averaging 31 of kick. His longest this year has been 50. He's going to kick into the wind. Chisholm's deep return man stands back at the 32-yard line. High snap. Cash gets a leg into it. It's a good end-over-end kick. And Chisholm's going to call for a fair catch, and it takes a big Alva roll. Inside the 20, rolls all the way down to the 17-yard line. So they raised for the fair catch at the last incident. He didn't like playing the ball with a hop, and the gamble pays off for Alva as Chisholm will start their first drive of the night inside their own 20-yard line.
Well, with the wind the way it is, until it lets up, field position is going to be a big part of this game. And so right there, you obviously want to take advantage of field position. So first kind of miscue by the Longhorns there, not fielding the punt.
50-yard punt for Cash Shipley with the roll that equals his longest punt of the season. And here comes Kelson Hamilton, the junior signal caller. This is a junior-laden team that Kimes Gilbert has here at North Enid. They're going to toss it on a sweep left. That's Brandon Taylor. Taylor looking for a block, gets outside. He has a 1st down and more across the 35-yard line. And Taylor finally is knocked out of bounds by Lance Mathers with 78 tackles now in the season, 9 of those for losses. And he's averaging almost 13 per start, but they used a little misdirection to get a big gain on 1st down.
Like the reverse, like the speed. Good job getting the edge. Great play call.
Gain of 19 to the 36-yard line, and now a flag comes in before the Longhorns are able to snap the football.
It's going to be encroachment.
So that'll be the second penalty, the first accepted against the Gold Bugs here in the first quarter. 10:01 to go, opening quarter, no score, Chisholm and Alva. Likely the final meeting for some time between these two rivals who have been routinely doing battle since 1976. Line of scrimmage at the 41, it's 1st down and 5. Hamilton with a single setback Flanagan. They give it to Flanagan. He makes a cut and stretches out to the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 4 on essentially a free play on 1st down, so it's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Longhorns with 9:40 to play here in the first quarter.
Great little counter run play by Chisholm. Good start for the Longhorns.
2nd down and a yard at the 46-yard line for Kelson Hamilton, the junior. He has used 8 different receivers in the passing game this year and thrown touchdowns to 5 different Longhorns. Single setback is Flanagan. 3 receivers left. They're going to throw it out in the flat. The ball is caught. A great defensive play by the Gold Bugs. Coming up to make the stop was DeMarcus Horton, and that play developed very, very slowly. It's going to lose 3 yards back to the 43 and bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Longhorns.
Great defensive play, like you said, Todd. Great job at seeing your key and locking down on it.
Trips to the near side and a 3rd down and 4 situation for Chisholm, moving from east to west, left to right, as you can see on your screen. Under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter from Longhorn Community Stadium in North Enid. No score. Each team with their first offensive possession of the night. The Gold Bugs went 3 plays and out. Hamilton on his own read is going to keep it. He has a 1st down. Kelson with running room is into Alva territory at the 47-yard line. So give him 10 on 3rd and 4. Second 1st down here in the opening quarter for the Horns.
Great job. This time they fake the counter and go ahead with the run game. Big hole opened up there. Good job by the big guys up front for Longhorns.
Kelson Hamilton's parents are both Alva High School graduates. His father, Todd, and his mother, Kendra. 1st and 10 of the 47. Inside handoff to Flanagan, and he manages a couple of run between the tackles out to the 45-yard line. So it's 2nd down for Chisholm. And boy, they want to go at a frenetic pace offensively.
Yeah, that's kind of the principle. You see that a lot around the college game. You're seeing more in high school, obviously, going quick, making sure the defense can't align up to you.
Kelson Hamilton coming in has 236 rushing yards. He is over 250 now with a couple of carries here in this first quarter. Braden Flanagan, the senior running back, their leading ball carrier with 695 yards and counting, is offset to the right. Hamilton to throw, has time, throws deep over the middle, receiver wide open, and it's incomplete. Just off the fingertips of Brandon Taylor, who is streaking down the field, and Taylor that time had clearly beaten the man in coverage, Ari Pounds.
That's a situation too, Taylor. I like the effort, but he may have jumped just a little too quick. He probably could have stayed on his feet a little longer, maybe got under that throw.
Correction, that's Nolan Benson, not Pounds. Benson was in coverage, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 at the 45-yard line. So Chisholm has primarily been run, and they take a deep shot, nearly connected for a long touchdown pass. 7:52 to play, opening quarter, no score. Another 3rd down conversion for the Horns. They're 1 of 1 tonight. Hamilton will hand it off. Between the tackles, it's Brandon Flanagan, and he is up to the 42. Only a gain of 3, 4th down and 5 upcoming. And a decision time now for second-year Longhorn head coach Kimes Gilbert.
Gain of 3.
4th down and 5 at the 42-yard line. Horns are going to go for it with 7:17 and counting to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers for the Horns to the near side. It's a 1-by-3 look with a single setback, Braden Flanagan. Hamilton now checking out of the play, looks over to the north side of the stadium. They flip Flanagan from running back right to running back left. Alva will attack with 4 defensive front. They throw out left. The ball is dropped incomplete. A flag comes down at the line of scrimmage. That would indicate a hold, and more than likely Dave Foster, the Goldbugs, will decline that and take over with good starting field position at their own 42-yard line.
Holding against the Longhorns.
Holding is the call. Alva will decline. Goldbugs will have it at the 42-yard line. We've played exactly 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Alva State Bank on Squirtle. Tomorrow night, Adam joins Tom Nelson not far from here at Ringwood for OBA and Ringwood. So 1st down and 10 for the Goldbugs at the 42-yard line. 7:03 to play here in the first quarter. It's a promising drive, but broke down thanks to a couple of good stands defensively late by Alva.
Well, I think that's what you're going to see kind of early in this game. Both these teams feeling each other out. Obviously, Chisholm had an opportunity there to bust a long play and just barely missed it. I think you see Alva probably go up top here, too, to see if they can't hit a big play.
Kimberlin and Shipley are to the near side. Those are 2 tall, athletic receivers. Handoff goes to Lance Mathers. He made a little bit of a cut and then runs into a blue-cladded wall and is twisted backwards after a gain of 1 to the 43-yard line. Up off the bottom of the pile for the Longhorns that time was Trevor Hawes, the junior defensive end.
Great pursuit by Hunter Purdue. He kind of came flying in there. What a great job he did.
2nd and 9 of the 43. Alva moving from right to left. Gaspard awaits the snap from center Chuck Schaefer. Clean pocket. He'll throw it out left. Some grabbing for Kimberline. He makes the catch. And Aiden is tackled. And now Chisholm is saying he dropped the ball, but the officials say it is a catch all the way down to the 23-yard line of the Longhorns. And there you see how good Kimberline is, because they were clearly grabbing at his jersey, trying to prevent him from getting to that pass.
Yeah, great job staying focused in on the ball. And you obviously knew that was going to be something Alva was going to go to. He's got a sizable advantage out there height-wise.
34 yards for Aiden Kimberlin. He moved into the Alva School District when his father, J.B., was named the new head boys basketball coach. Kimberlin had been a standout, 2-sport standout at Mountain View Godebo. 1st and 10 for the 23. Hand off to Mathers right with a little running room, and then it closes very quickly, and Lance is down to the 20 and gang tackled there. I'll tell you what, Chisholm really is physical, and they closed the hole very, very quickly, because it looked like as they ran behind right guard Trace Hamilton, there was certainly running room.
Well, the one thing you see from the Longhorns is a lot of speed. They're not overly big up front, but they've got a lot of good speed across all levels.
Alva's offensive line that starts 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman, averages 230 plus tackle to tackle. Tight end right, pistol formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Fake the handoff, Gaspard rolls right. Cameron is a threat to run, pulls up with the ball, batted down, incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd down and 7. That had to be a really high point of emphasis, I would think, for Coach Gilbert and the Longhorns defensively, is containing Campbell Gaspard, because he certainly is a threat both throwing and running as a junior.
Well, I'll tell you, they're going to be kicking themselves on film tomorrow when they watch that play, because Maddox back was wide open on a drag route, and quarterback missed him.
2 receivers to the near side, Jance Heaton and Kimberlin, 1 wide right. Now make it 2 wide right. That is Dalen Malone along with Cass Shipley. Now they're checking out of the play. Play clock is down to 4 for the Gold Bugs. It's now down to 2. 5:20 to play in the first quarter. They're not going to get the playoff. Did they get a timeout called? I believe they did. So a heads-up call from Dave Foster and company over the Alva sideline to prevent a 5-yard penalty. We'll take a break. 5:22 to go first quarter. No score, but Alva's threatening here on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs.
Empty backfield for Campbell Gaspard on 3rd down and 7. Alva at the 20. They'll go with a double reverse, and Kimberlin with some running room is inside the 10, Aiden to the 5, and he'll walk in for the touchdown. What a terrific call by the Gold Bug coaching staff as they used a double reverse. They had the flow of the play going left, tossed it around right, and Kimberlin runs in for the touchdown. He had just 6 carries for minus 10 yards, and his longest was 3 before that carry. That one goes for 20 and 6.
Great play call. Just a fantastic job. They got everybody overloaded on one side of the field. And great pursuit by Chisholm. Just obviously they didn't notice the man leaking out the opposite direction.
Cash Shipley will be the extra point kicker, 6'4", 160 and a junior. His dad, Levi, was an outstanding player at Alva High School. Here comes the snap back. It's on the mark. Ball is down. Kick is in the air. And Cash Shipley boots it through. What an impressive drive for Alva after they forced a turnover on downs by Chisholm. We'll step aside for these messages. 5:14 to go first quarter. Goldbug 7, Chisholm nothing on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Anger, anxiety.
Cash Shipley, whose punt tonight went for 50 yards, setting up Chisholm's first possession of the night, 1 of 1 on extra points, and he's set to kick off for the first time. And much like his counterpart from Chisholm, the opening kickoff of the ball game, the wind blows the ball off of the tee. What an impressive 5-play drive, 58 yards, 34 that on a pass from Gaspard to Kimberline, and then Aiden runs it in on a double reverse from 20 yards out. Here is Shipley's right to left boot. Good leg. And this will bounce at the 11. It's going to roll inside the 5. It hits a Chisholm player, and it is covered up by the Longhorns, and that was nearly disastrous. That was Brandon Flanagan back deep, and he just was able to snatch that ball away on the laying belly down to the ground before the Alva defense could get down there. So Chisholm down 7-0, almost 7 minutes gone in the first quarter, will take over at their own 6-yard line for possession number 2. Their first resulted in a pair of first downs, and they turned it over at the Alva 42-yard line. 5:15 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Goldbugs on top of the Longhorns. There's been so many great games in this series over the past several decades. First meeting came in 1976. Goldbugs won the last one last year en route to a 1-9 season for Chisholm, a 3-7 season for Alva. They'll hand it off to Flanagan, and he tiptoes his way out towards the 10-yard line. Gold Bugs are waiting there, and it's going to bring up second down. Last year, Chisholm went 1-9. They were 1-19 the 2 prior years to this year. They were 1-20 after a 42-0 season opening loss to Fairview, and then have since gone 4-1, including a victory over Kingfisher here at home. Line of scrimmage at the 10, so it's second down and 6. Kelson Hamilton is going to flip Flanagan now to his right side. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hamilton wants to throw. He's running out of time. Now he steps up. He's going to run. 15, and bang, he is hit hard right at the first down marker at about the 18-yard line. Did you get the license plate on that Gold Bug that just stonewalled Kelson Hamilton?
It was Mr. Mathers. You talked about him being all over the field and probably being the best player that we would see in this game, and so far you are correct, my friend.
8-yard run to the 18 gives the Longhorns a little bit of breathing room. 4:22 to play first quarter, 7-0 Alva. Hamilton with a single setback. Hands it off to Flanagan up the middle, runs right into his own line, and then Hunter Flater is there to make the stop. Also coming up off the bottom of the pile, I believe, was Xander Miller. I'll tell you what, that Hunter Flater is tough as boot leather. He's not very big, 5'6", 135 and a junior, but he will flat stick his nose in the action and get involved. 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Now they flip the receivers to the far side of the field. It's trips to the left side of the formation. Empty backfield for Hamilton as Kelson will have a single receiver to the near side. Kelson, incidentally, his cousin is Trace Hamilton of the Gold Bucks, number 79 on the line of scrimmage. And Trace said in the coach's show or interview earlier this week, I will have no mercy on my cousin. I love him, but we are combatants at least for one night. Timeout Longhorns, 3:35 to play here in the first quarter. Alva 7, Chisholm nothing on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Wiggins Auctioneers.
3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Alva leading 7-0. Both teams have had 2 possessions. Chisholm currently on their second possession. They've gone upfield 19 yards for their own 6 to the 19. They called a timeout. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Some pink towels, pink socks tonight for the Longhorns as they celebrate Breast Cancer Month here in North Eden. Hamilton will have a single setback with Flanagan. Longhorns will spread the field. They love to spread you out on offense. They have 3 receivers to the far side. Hamilton awaits the snap back from Chase Miles. Now he's going to keep it on a quarterback run. He is hit and is dropped at the 27-yard line. And staying home to make the play that time for the Gold Bugs was Nolan Benson. Line of scrimmage at the 26, so he picks up 7. 3rd down and 2 for the Longhorns. Next play will come with under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter from Longhorn Community Stadium in North Eden. Chisholm and Alva, rivalry renewed tonight here on Squirtle. 3 receivers now make it 4 to the far side. It's a stretch play. They hand it to Flanagan, who's hit behind the line of scrimmage. And it was DeMarcus Horton with his 2nd tackle for a loss tonight. Coming in, he had just 1 for a loss in the first 6 games, and Chisholm now is going to be forced to punt after they lose 2 back to the 24.
Once again, Wharton just using his speed, gets out in front of the blocker, and man, he almost tackled him before the quarterback could even hand him the ball.
The Chisholm punter is Reagan Nicewander, number 11. He will stand back in punt formation at the 6-yard line. He'll kick it away, and it's a short kick to the near side. Wind is going to help that just a little bit. It hits at the 48, turns over, and takes a mini Longhorn roll to the 48-yard line of the Gold Bucks. So Alva started their first drive at the 25, their last at their own 42. This one they start near midfield of the 48 with 2:14 to go in the first quarter.
Not a bad punt considering how that wind is such a factor. I mean, he did a good job of getting the ball up into the wind.
Gold Bugs leading 7-0 here at Longhorn Community Stadium. And a 20-yard Aiden Kimberlin run is the difference in this one thus far. That came after Chisholm's most impressive of 2 offensive drives tonight, picking up 2 first downs, but the drive bogged down at the Gold Bug 42-yard line.
It was really the 2 big plays to Kimberlin, the long pass and then the reverse on that last drive.
Looks like Hunter Flater may be out there as the single setback. It's either Flater or Trip Cole. I can't see the number yet. They're offset to the left of Campbell Gassford. It is Trip Cole, the freshman. It's a keeper. Gassford with a first down and more, and Campbell pushed backwards.
Fumble.
The ball comes out after he was stopped at the 40-yard line, and Chisholm has come up with it. So the first big break of the night is a turnover forced by Chisholm's defense, and the nose guard, Micah McVeigh, comes up with the fumble recovery. For McVeigh, that is his first fumble recovery of his junior season.
Now, Gassford's just trying to make a little extra room, and a lot of times if you're not keeping that ball secured, that ball will get ripped out. And you see that more and more often. A lot of these coaching staffs and teams are teaching how to rip the ball in the open field, and just a great play there by Chisholm.
It was a run of 12 before he coughed up the football, so it would have been first down at Chisholm's end of the field. Instead, it's turnover number 1, and the Longhorns take over at their own 38-yard line. Down 7-0 with 10 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Hamilton quickly back out there. He'll hand it off to Flanagan, who is spun down right at the line of scrimmage. And good pursuit to the football that time by Trace Hamilton, who is having a nice game for Alva defensively. And he is the cousin of Kelson Hamilton. Their fathers are brothers, Todd and Paul. Second down and 10 at the 38-yard line. 1:35 to go here with the first quarter. 7-0 Gold Bugs, and they're going to change the play again. Receiver to the near side is Braden Taylor. He had a big carry on a reverse play to start the ball game offensively for Chisholm. 3 receivers to the far side, of the ball is to the near side hash. They fake the hitch. Now they throw it deep, and the ball sails well out of the reach of Braden Taylor. This time, Taylor again working against Benson, who had him smothered.
Yeah, really that time they had 2 guys on him. He was covered well. They kind of faked the screen pass on the top side of the field and then kind of threw the fade route down here on the bottom side. Great coverage there by Alva.
Stops the clock with 1:17 to go with the first quarter. 3rd down and 10. Chisholm started the day 1 of 1 on 3rd down conversions. They're 0 for their last 2. The line of tight end up to the near side. That's Easton John, the junior. Single setback is Flanagan. 2 receivers left. High snap. Hamilton handles it, steps up, throws over the middle. The pass incomplete. And he had a receiver open. He had Nolan Dieterding open at the 48-yard line of the Gold Bugs, and that ball just sailed on Kelson Hamilton. So we'll see Reagan Nicewander on the punt again, at Alva's defense, which has been playing well the last couple of weeks, really all season long, has now forced a second 3-and-out of the ballgame. Here is Nicewander's punt. It hits at the 46, is fielded to the bounce, and going backwards on the return is Dalen Malone, and he will be gang tackled at the 30-yard line. 32-yard punt by Nicewander, and Alva has it at the 30-yard line with 63 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Dalen Malone's a familiar name that we've called a lot of his basketball games over the years. He's a great basketball player there for Alva.
You know, you look at this team, obviously Malone, they will lose. That's going to be a big loss. And then Aiden Kimberlin, those are the 2 main cogs in offense. Everybody else is coming back, and it should be a terrific 2024 season for Alva, but they have a lot left in 23. I know that the Gold Bugs have to be excited as they split Class 2A into halves, and they will be in 2A district or 2A classification too. In fact, that means at least for 2 years, this will be the final meeting between these 2 rivals. Alva's non-conference schedule next year will be Fairview, Moreland, and Texoma. And they go to Texoma, they go to Kiefer, and they go to Kellyville next year all on the road. Those are some bus trips from Alva. 1st and 10 of the 30-yard line. Pistol-loaded right formation for Campbell Gassford. He hands it off. Mathers back out there, and he runs into 3 Chisholm defenders. Forward progress gives him 2 to the 32, and they just finally get him pushed back as leading the charge for the Longhorn defense was Purdue, I believe. It was. Purdue was the first defender there. Second down and 8 at the 32-yard line. Under a half minute to go with the first quarter. Defenses dominating the night. We thought they might. Chisholm has allowed 76 points in their 2 losses. In their 4 wins, they've allowed 70 points. Goldbugs have given up a total of 14 points the last 2 weeks. 8 of those coming to the winning seconds in a 62-8 win over Blackwell last week. And now we get a official stoppage of play as the back judge comes racing in. I think it's going to be a delay game against Alva. So now they go back to the 27. It's going to bring up second down and 13 with 14 seconds to play here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, it's one thing interesting. If you watch Alva on their sidelines, they use a digital sign with numbers on it. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Yeah. I've seen a lot of cards and their actual signs, hand signs and such, but never a digital sign.
You probably can barely see it off to the right side of the line of scrimmage. It's on for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then it goes off. And speaking of that, the final 14 seconds are exhausted, and we have played one from North Enid. 7-0 Goldbugs over the Longhorns after 12 minutes of football. Quarter number 2 in the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week coming up next.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a Ranger?
Todd Miller, Adam Diesel Horse, Cole and Tyler, the Squirtle Game of the Week crew from Longhorn Community Stadium. 12 minutes of the book, 7-0 Alva. They face second down along 13 back at the 27. Gaspard to throw in the first play of the second quarter, looking for Kimberlin. He hits him again in stride at the 40, and Aiden is tackled inside the 40-yard line at the 37. What a perfect throw by Campbell Gaspard, because it had to be perfect. Aiden Kimberlin was very well covered.
Yeah, the ball kind of hung up there. The wind kind of held it up, and obviously Kimberlin, with his size advantage, went up and got it.
Quick handoff to Mathers running left, and he is stretched out and tackled. That is Easton John that makes the stop. Second down and 10 at the Chisholm 37-yard line. Half a minute gone into the second quarter, 7-0. The Goldbugs really have dominated this first half, Adam, but give Chisholm's defense credit. They have stood tall and allowed, despite some big plays for the Goldbugs, just one score.
And really, alignment-wise, if you're Alva, I'm going up top. There's no help over there. He's got a sizable height advantage. Make him pull out somebody out of the box and make it easier for you to run.
That last pass play, 36 yards, low snap on second down. Gaspard is in trouble, and down he goes. They sack him behind the line all the way back to the 44-yard line. And that all started with a very poor snap from center, and now the Goldbugs have about third down and from here to carrier to try and convert.
Well, and that's another good way to stop long throws. Obviously get pressure on the quarterback.
Loss of 11 brings up third down and 21. And the line of scrimmage is at the Chisholm 44-yard line. 10.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Goldbugs 7-0, as you see on the lower left of your screen. Lance Mathers checking his right wrist for the play. Gaspard gets the snap. This time it's on the mark. He'll roll right. Campbell stretching the play out. Hit as he throws near side. Ball is caught. Chance Heaton, who had a couple of scores last week at Blackwell, makes the catch and then is ushered out of bounds right near the original first down marker, which would be the 37-yard line. So it's fourth down with 10:19 to go here in the first half.
Fourth and obviously making it a little more manageable. if you're Alva here, I wonder if you play field position or you go ahead and go for it.
Gassford can punt. He's punted a couple of times this year, so they may keep the offense out there, and you may see Campbell go ahead and punt the ball away. Goldbugs moving some personnel around. They're going to flip Malone and Chance Heaton to the far side. Lance Mathers stays out there as the running back to the right of Campbell Gassford. Gassford on 4th and 10, the line of scrimmage at the Longhorn 37, and it looks like the Longhorns will spend the second of 3 timeouts here in the first half. 10:19 to go before the break. Back after these messages, it's the Alva State Bank Game of the Week on Squirtle.
Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
When your business is agriculture.
Chisholm spins the timeout. The Longhorns have 1 left. Alva has 2 as we are close in the 10-minute mark here of the first half. 7-0 Goldbugs. If you've been in and out or maybe joining us for the first time, Alva's scoring drive was 5 plays and it went 58 yards. 34 that on a pass from Gassford to Kimberline. The final 20 on Aiden's double reverse carry to the end zone. So again, the Goldbugs keep the offense out there. Gassford this time will be in the backfield with Trip Cole, the freshman, who replaces Lance Mathers, who's out there as the single running back before the timeout. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, and somebody left early. No flag is down. Gassford is going to air it out deep left, and there's contact and inadvertent contact, so no flags. And look who they were targeting again, Aiden Kimberlin, and he was very close to being able to get separation near the goal line.
I like the play call.
It looked like that a receiver on the near side left early, but there were no flags, so no foul, no harm, no foul. And it is first down and 10 for Chisholm at the 37-yard line. First time I've called Goldbug football since November of 2009 against the Fighting Diesel Horse. Goldbugs won that night to finish a 4-6 campaign in 09, the first year that Ryan Laverty was the head coach. Dave Foster, the second coach at Alva High School since Taylor Sweatfinger left. Of course, Taylor had the team in the state semifinals just a handful of years ago. Kimberline comes out. Chance Heaton has come in now, and he's going to play in the free safety spot. On first down, they hand it off to Flanagan running left, and he takes a defender for a free ride and then finally is tackled right at the 46-yard line. So a gain of 9. Now they're going to put it back at the 45, a gain of 8. Second down coming up.
Really like that play call there by Chisholm. Running a little GT counter for big yardage.
9:45 to play here in the first half. 7-0 Alva. Flanagan remains out there as the single setback. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. The tight end is Easton John. He's lined up on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Now they move Flanagan again a step further to the left of Hamilton. Kelson to throw out left. Ball is underthrown and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Baker, who's one of their leading receivers with 15 catches for over 300 yards. And he was open well past the first down marker. Would have had it for a first down about the 47 in Goldbug territory.
I think Hamilton expected him to break his route off a little early because he kind of threw it a little bit short. Either that or that wind could be messing with him too as well.
He is throwing into that crosswind right now. It's third down and 2 with a 45. It was upwards to 25 to 30 miles per hour before the start of the game. And before we get a snap, we get a flag in the backfield. I think there was movement. There was up front by Chisholm. So instead of 3rd and 2, it's now 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Chisholm is just kicking themselves in the foot.
Third down and 7. The ball goes back to the Longhorn 40-yard line. Goldbugs have really made only one mistake, and that killed what was looking to be another productive drive. They fumbled it, did Campbell Gassford on the possession 2 series ago. Handoff goes to Flanagan. He feels his way running left, and he is hit hard. Boy, he took a big-time shot again from Nolan Benson. and he manages to get all the way to the 46-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and a yard, and you would think Kimes Gilbert keeps the offense out there.
They may give him the first down with that spot.
Well, that's a good spot because the guy on the other side initially spotted up between the 45 and 46. Then he went to the 46, and now it's clearly at the 47-yard line. It's still 4th down and literally inches. 9:15 to play here in the first half.
It should be a first down because it's past the hash, and the hash is the down markers on the hash over there.
Well, they're still showing 4th down, and now the official across the way does say move the chains. Well, I'm telling you, that's a generous spot. It was going to be close anyway, but I think they gave him at least.
I feel like they were about a yard short.
A half yard to a yard. 1st and 10 of the 47. Running left is Flanagan on a direct snap, and he turns the corner, gets to midfield. Picks up 3. And there to make the tackle was Wyatt Tucker, a 6'4", 220-pound junior defensive tackle. 8:45 to play here with the first half. Hope to have a chance to visit with new Chisholm Superintendent of Schools, Marcus Chapman, here at halftime. Hard to believe he is leading the Chisholm School District. Called games when he was in high school. Motion man from left to right, Nick Baker. They'll hand it off. Flanagan running left, dodges one defender, and then stays on his feet to stretch out for a good gain of 5 to the 45, bringing up 3rd down and short for the Longhorns. I'll tell you what, this Alva team will flat come up and stick you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and your guy, Mathers, was there who kind of caused the misdirection and the cutback, but, man, that kid's got a future. I think that kid can play at the next level. Just looking at his size and his strength and his aggressiveness, he's got a bright future.
He was a terrific player at Northwestern Oklahoma State. 3rd down along 2, the ball at the 46. And now Hamilton, a keeper, has it for a first down up the middle of the 41-yard line. And that was good effort by the front for Chisholm to hold their blocks, and Hamilton read it perfectly and picks up 5.
I think if I'm Chisholm, I just keep going with this run game stuff and the misdirection. They've had success with it. It seems like any situation where they've decided to throw, it's kind of put them, behind the downs. I would just continue to run. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, right?
Airliner to play here with the first half, 7:47. I'll tell you what it does is it wears the other guy's defense out, and you, at this level, have a lot of guys going both ways anyway.
Yeah, keep the ball out of the other team's hands, too.
From the 41 of Alva, John starts the motion. They sweep left with Flanagan, who's been the workhorse. Flanagan gets out of Flater's grasp, is inside the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. Hunter Flater doesn't miss many tackles, but he did there. And it took Hagan Wersick to come up and finally end the run after about 9.
Great concept there. They kicked the man in motion and had him crack and then led with 2 linemen. Great counterplay there. I like the different run game strategy from Chisholm.
7 minutes to play. First half, Alva leading 7-0 in an all-important Week 7 2A District 1 matchup. Winner will have an inside track going to the final 3 weeks of the regular season for a playoff berth. They need one. Alva showing blitz off the edge. They hand it to Flanagan. He runs by one defender and has a first down out to the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Alva brought a bunch of people that time. Those big men up front for Chisholm did a good job of picking up.
That actually was Stephen Busa, a senior with the carry, 28 and not 22. Gain goes to the 31, so it's a fresh set of downs. Chisholm already has picked up 3 first downs on a drive that is approaching 4 minutes in duration. Started with 10-11 to play in the second quarter. We're at 6.5 minutes to play before the break. Longhorns changing the play again as they look over to the near side. Goldbugs trying to force a turnover here and stall what has been a very impressive drive. Handoff goes again to Busa. He spins away from one defender and then is pounced on by Lance Mathers, who violently throws him to the ground after a gain of just 2 to the 29-yard line.
I'm telling you, Mathers doesn't just tackle you. He wants to
punish you.
Yes, he does. I mean, he needs to be careful, though. He's about to get himself a personal foul. I love it, though. I like the aggression.
Second down and 8 Longhorns at the Alva 29-yard line. Chisholm's deepest penetration into Goldbug territory here in this first half. Drive is 4.5 minutes old. Goldbugs nursing a 7-0 lead. They took that lead with 5:15 to go in the first half. Flanagan back out there. He motions to the far side. Hamilton tries to keep it, and he is wrapped up by Wyatt Tucker. And now a flag comes in, and there's going to be a penalty, I think, on Alva after the tackle.
Yeah, and I think it was actually Mathers. He's getting really frustrated.
No, they've called a personal foul against Chisholm. The Longhorn fans thought, as we did, Adam, that foul was going against Alva. So they lose yardage on the play, and now it's going to be 15 yards tacked on to the end of the play. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Longhorns. Kimes Gilbert, you might be able to see on your screen, is about 4 steps out on the field near the 40-yard line. He is saying something to the Whitecap. And the Boo Birds are out, at least here on the north side. On the south side, everybody has their hands in the air, they're clapping. 3rd down, the line of scrimmage goes back to the 47, so it'll be 3rd and 20 for the Longhorns. 5:25 to play here in the first half. It all started with Alva getting penetration and getting to the quarterback, Kelson Hamilton. Flanagan motions to the far side. They're going to throw a little slip screen to the near side.
Ooh, he's got a big hole.
Barker off to the races to the 20 to the 15, and he's tripped up on a touchdown-saving tackle.
What a great play call there.
Campbell Gaspard was the one that reached out and tripped him up on the shoestrings. If not, Barker goes the distance for what would have been his 4th touchdown.
I'll tell you what, Barker did a good job of following his blocks. A lot of times people on screens do not do a great job of being patient and following their blocks, and they did.
35 yards of the screen pass, 1st down. Out of the Wildcat formation. This time it is Flanagan that keeps it. Now some pushing and shoving towards the end of the play as Flanagan is going to be tackled at the 10-yard line, so he only gains 2. Clock winds under 5 minutes, 7-0 Goldbugs, but Chisholm marching.
One thing you'd like to see if you're Chisholm on that stretch run and any of that stuff they're running out to the edge, it's these cutback lanes are starting to get really big, and their quarterback or tailback, whoever is running the ball, needs to be looking for that.
2nd down and a long 7. The ball at the 10. This is the 13th play of this Longhorn drive. Hamilton.
Good call.
Keeps it. And Hamilton is inside the 5, and he's still on his feet, struggling towards the goal line, and he's going to be tackled inside the 1-yard line. How about that effort by Kelson Hamilton?
Well, Hamilton he was just going to try to will himself into the end zone. He didn't look like he had any chance of getting in.
Ball is inside the 1-yard line of the east end of Longhorn Community Stadium. Chisholm less than a yard away from tying this ball game. Hamilton, Flanagan into the backfield. Snap coming back. Hamilton will keep it, makes a cut, and he's in for the touchdown. So Chisholm with a 15-play drive, and they have overcome a 3rd and 20 at the Alva 47 on a screen pass. Hamilton to Barker. And they're an extra point away from tying this game late in the 2nd quarter.
Well, if you noticed, this is definitely the rivalry starting to come out. This game's getting a little bit chippy. We had the personal foul, and that last play there looked like there was a little extra activity that occurred after the whistle.
That is the 4th rushing touchdown for Kelson Hamilton this season, and he has 12 passing and rushing touchdowns of the year. Longhorns are going to go for 2 with Kelson Hamilton. Snap high, they set a screen up, the ball deflected, and it's picked off. And return, no, you can't return it in high school football. So the play is over. Had you been able to do that, I'm going to tell you, it would have been 2 points the other way because DeMarcus Wharton had nothing but green grass to the near side boundary. So there's a timeout with 4:09 to play here in the first half. Alva leads Chisholm 7-6 on the Alva State Bank Game of the Week here on Squirtle.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
This is Game Time.
Not sure Chisholm has had a better drive this season. 14 plays, 63 yards. They overcame 3rd and 20 at Alva territory. A screen pass to Nick Barker. And how about this? Time of the drive, 6 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah, and really obviously the big play was the screen play after the big long penalty. What a great play call there, and great execution by Chisholm on there, and those linemen up front getting out there and blocking, and Barker did a great job of being patient.
We'll have the kickoff now. From right to left, it's an onside kick, and the Gold Bugs dive on it. That is Cash Shipley. And again, he's playing with a little bit of a bunged up shoulder, so that's probably not really what Dave Foster at Alva was hoping for, to have him take a hit after recovering an onside kick. But I like the call because you have a chance maybe to catch Alva not expecting that play, and you've got the wind that you're kicking into, so you're probably in the long run not giving up a whole lot of field position in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, we see this a lot in small school. It's tough to find a guy who can kick it and pin you for field position, so I'm not opposed to any of that type of kicking. I also need to give a shout out to the 2 split wideouts for Alva with their lime green shoes. I'm digging them.
Pretty cool.
I like style, and they kind of got a Squirtle feel to them.
I do. After the game, we'll put a Squirtle logo on there. How about that? Is that legal? 1st and 10 at midfield for the Gold Bugs. Campbell Gaspard hadn't been out there in a while, over 6 minutes. Keeps it on the quarterback read, and he is spun down at the 45-yard line. That was almost the exact same run that he had for 12 as he was going backwards, lost the football about 2 possessions ago.
Yeah, Gaspard did a good job of making this decision quick and had a good forward lean on that run to get about 6.
3:41 in county to play here in the first half, along with Adam Dieselhorst. I'm Todd Miller, the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week. 1 of 2 tomorrow night. Adam and Tom Nelson from Ringwood for OBA and the Red Devils. Another low snap. Gaspard picks it up, throws it deep left, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Aiden Kimberlin, but he had no chance as he was well defended. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Alva at the 45-yard line with 3:34 to go in the first half.
I like it. You got a shot every time when they're playing you man out there on the edge, and I like the play call.
3rd and 5. Alva's scoring drive, 5 plays. Chisholm's 14 plays. The difference, a Cash Shipley extra point.
Hey, Todd, you know what score just rolled across there in this district? How about Blackwell leading Hennessy 14-8?
Oh, my. Toss sweep right. Lance Mathers, he's stretched out. Alva got by with a hole as Mathers finally is
he's still running.
Tracked down. Now he pops out, and the play is still alive. Mathers is inside the 20 to the 15. Gets out of an ankle tackle, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. That's unbelievable. It looked like Alva got by with a hold here on the near side. It looked like Mathers, as I started to call it, was going to be down at the original line of scrimmage of the 45. About that time, you see him squirt out, and then he goes another 40 yards with only 1 man to beat, and he slipped an ankle tackle with the 10 of the Gold Bugs have retaken a 7-point lead.
That was a really impressive run there by Mathers.
4th rushing touchdown for Lance. He has 5 receiving and rushing this year. Cash Shipley has been a terrific weapon for Alva in special teams. Can he make it an 8-point lead? Out of the hold of Dalen Malone. The snap is low. Dalen gets it down. Shipley's kick is on the way. He's got plenty of leg, and it is good. New score, Alva 13, Chisholm 6. Time out of the field, 3:18 to play in the first half. Back after these messages on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
3:18 to go before halftime. Lance Mathers with a magical run, getting out of contact at the 45-yard line, and then going the last 40, pretty much uncontested, before he had to slip out of an ankle tackle at the 45, at the 10-yard line. We were talking about it in the booth, not really certain how he stayed on his feet.
I could see Shipley sending this through the back of the end zone here.
Shipley will get a 6-yard run and approach, swings his leg, toe to leather, and he does send this one deep. It hits into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for the Chisholm Longhorns. And again, you cannot emphasize enough what a weapon it is and a blessing it is to have a guy like Cash Shipley in your special teams.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. I said most of these small school games, rarely do you have a kicker, and Alva has one. Putting somebody starting at the 20-yard line every time makes it a whole lot more difficult.
The wind obviously is more of a factor to the back of quarterbacks and kickers kicking from east to west here tonight. 3:18 to play. It has been up over 30 miles per hour during the course of the evening. Hasn't died down much. Our game time temperature under mostly clear skies, 74. One back set. Hamilton on first down hands it to Flanagan. Sweeping left, and he's undercut. Benson undercut him as he took his legs out from underneath him. No gain. It's going to bring up second down and 10, and we're under 3 minutes now to play before the break.
Now the offensive lineman blocked his man almost too hard, swept his legs out from under him, caused the tackle to occur.
Tell you what, you look out there at left tackle, Cooper Brinkley. He is a senior. He is a big guy anchoring that offensive line. Know his uncle very well, and I can tell you, Cooper a much better athlete than his uncle Brandon. Second and 10 at the 20. Hamilton keeps it running left, and he's hog-tied and thrown down at the 24-yard line. Again, it was Nolan Benson that came up from the backfield to make the stop. Going to bring up third down and long for the Longhorns with under 2.5 down to play before the break.
I will have to say, though, Brandon does a fantastic job doing color commentary for the for Northwestern sports from time to time, especially during the winter months.
Out of the gun, it's third down at 7 of the 24. Chisholm needs to get to their own 30. They're moving into that wind that's blowing out of the southeast. And that flagpole at the northwest quarter of the stadium is starched, or the southwest quarter. Back to throw is Hamilton. He'll throw left, receiver wide open. That's Barker. First down aboard 40, and he's gone. 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10 to the 5, and a touchdown. Nolan Benson, I think, was in position to make the tackle, and he went to the ground. And they are quickly looking at Nolan Benson. But in the interim, it's a 76-yard pass play. Hamilton to Nick Barker. You can see when the senior has had such a terrific final year of prep football.
It just looked like his shoulder almost came out of socket. I don't want to be saying anything for sure, but his arm dropped pretty quick. It's a difficult deal.
So Barker has gone over 100 yards receiving, 76 coming to that play. And here we go, a 2-point attempt away from our first tie of the night as we get the entry timeout on the field with 1:55 to play before intermission. They are getting Nolan Benson up, and let's see if he's able to walk off on his own power. Nolan has played pretty well here in the first half. He's been physical, and it does look like, Adam, it's a shoulder. You can see as he is walking, looks like maybe the left shoulder is knocked down.
Yeah, it was. It happened immediately, and that's really painful when that occurs. I'm not sure if the kid has a history of shoulder injuries. A lot of times you see that with kids where, just any slight movement can cause your shoulder to go out of place, and that's kind of what it looked like there.
Well, you can't see it. We didn't put a camera on it, but he is gingerly walking, and it's a long walk because this happened right in front of the Longhorn bench, and he has to walk all the way to the south side where the Gold Bugs are standing tonight on the sideline.
I wish that kid health, and hopefully everything's okay, and they can get him back out here on the field maybe in this game, if not quickly.
Other 2A District 1 score, Millwood early leading 14-0 at Newkirk. The Tigers, Hennessy, and Blackwell all 0-3 in the district, and the Maroons hosting the Eagles tonight in what will allow one of those two schools to pick up their first 2A District 1 win.
Did you see that score? 24-8 now.
Blackwell. Good for the Maroons.
if they win, you're singing the fight song before this game's over with.
I don't know if I remember the fight song. Flanagan out of the Wildcat, fakes the reverse. Now he's going to throw a pass for 2, and it is caught.
Great play call.
And guess who it was? Nick Barker. It was wide open. So Barker gets all 8 on that.
It's going to be a legal man downfield.
And it is tied at 14, but however, there is a flag down, and Adam is saying it's against Chisholm.
Ineligible
it is
receiver.
An ineligible receiver. Oh, boy. That's a shame because that was a terrifically diagrammed and executed play for 2. One of the Alva coaches is out on the field asking the Whitecap a question. Now he's going to walk back to the sideline. This game has been interesting to say the least with 1:55 to play here in the first half. So the 2 points come off the board. And Chisholm will have to go for 2 again to try and tie it. Hamilton this time is out there. Flanagan was into the gun the last time. 2 receivers left and right. Goldbugs have 4 defensive linemen. Hamilton looking to the near side. Has plenty of time to snap it. Now Flanagan steps from his left to his right. Play clock down under 10 seconds. Hamilton gets the snap, retreats, throws left, and the ball is through the hands of Barker on the near side. Incomplete. So the try for 2 fails after being successful, but being wiped off on the first try by penalty. 1:55 to play before the break. Alva 14, Chisholm 12. Tonight's game brought to you by Alva State Bank here on Squirtle.
Places the ball to kick it away for the Longhorns. Before we get started, one thing we could all use in our life is a little more cowbell. That's right, a little more cowbell. If you need a little more cowbell, go down to the west side of the home stadium.
Gashi to kick it away for Chisholm. Longhorns will get the football to start the second half. And a quick 3-play, 80-yard drive, 76 of that covered on the pass from Hamilton to Nick Barker, who's over 100 yards receiving. And a little directional kick to the near side, field of the hop at the 25 and returned up to the 27. On the return for the Goldbugs was Hagan Wersick, his second kickoff return of the night, but he was really punished, and Alva now will work with 1:53 to go in the first half, leading by 2 with 2 timeouts.
Be interesting to see what Alva tries to do here. Obviously going up top to their big receivers has been successful to them. Got a minute 53. That's quite a bit of time.
You know, I have to tell you, I'm a big fan of the Chisholm coaching staff. Kimes Gilbert, the second-year head coach, and his brother Reese Gilbert. I didn't have the opportunity to call Kimes games at Oklahoma Baptist. I did Reese. Kimes was actually among the first ever recruiting classes for Chris Jensen, the Bison head coach, when they reinstated football in 2012. Played 4 years, was a really good player for Oklahoma Baptist in their formative years, and Reese was a very good offensive player as a fullback. Caught a game-winning 2-point conversion to beat East Central. First and 10 to the 27-yard line. Gasford out of the gun, fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. Now reverses, comes near side, throws near side. It's Shipley that makes the catch. And Reagan Nicewander is there to wrap him up, but the gain will go out across the 35 to the 36. It's going to be about 1.5 yards short of the needed yardage.
Great job there that time by the quarterback, by golfer for Alva, finding a man, making something out of nothing. Looked like he may lose some yards there.
Gasford is very, very talented. He has bounced back well after that injury last year. Another low snap.
Ooh.
They threw it across the way, and it's too high. Dalen Malone deflected it. Fortunately for the Bucs, nobody was there for Chisholm, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you got to be careful there. That ball tipped out into the flats, and that could have gone the other way.
Were you a little surprised with the wind somewhat to their back? They didn't take a deep shot on second and very, very short.
That's kind of what I thought. Go up top. I think they may have tried to do that on the first down, but man, you know, you've got a situation here where you could, you know, if they're going to run it, on 3rd and short. May get the ball back to Chisholm here with some momentum.
Trip Cole is out there, the freshman, offset to the left of Gaspard. A bad snap. Gaspard handles it
Goodness.
one-handed, but then he's buried.
Call a timeout if you're Chisholm here.
Look who it was for Chisholm. I think it was Trevor Haas, 24, that was the first to get there. They've had some problems tonight with a snap coming back from Schaefer.
Yeah, on the last 3 snaps, 2 of them were low, and that one almost went over his head. A great job there by Campbell to keep the ball in play, although he did get sacked.
Loss of 9 brings up 4th down and long, and we get a timeout. It's called by Alva with 1:02 to play here in the first half.
Chisholm called it.
You're right. Yeah, Chisholm should not have a timeout left. Alva should have 1. Although they're showing the Longhorns with 1 timeout remaining.
Home cooking. I know the guys running the clock over here. There's no telling what they got going on over that scoreboard.
Well, you can hear a lot of talking, so who knows if they're even paying attention.
Oh, they can talk. I can tell you that much.
Honestly, they've done a really good job with their game ops crew here tonight with that scoreboard. It's quickly updated. So it'll be 4th down and 13 with a line of scrimmage back at the 24-yard line. So again, Gaspard is sacked for a second time by the Chisholm defense tonight. They're going to put Nick Barker, who's very dangerous. We've seen his speed on display, back to receive the punt from Cass Shipley. His only other punt tonight with a win went for 50 yards on a bounce, low snap, and he gets it off. And that's a good punt. Barker inside the 35 at the 33, coming left to the 40, and angles out of bounds near the 39-yard line. He was flushed out of bounds by Aiden Kimberlin, and Chisholm will have good starting field position, but pump the brakes. Was there a flag on the play?
Was it roughing the kicker?
Yeah, there's a flag clear back to where
or maybe it was a hold.
Cass Shipley was punting the ball. Now they're coming over, and Kimes Gilbert is saying something with the white cap. I bet it's a hold against Alva. So Kimes Gilbert says, let's take the penalty. Let's make him punt again. .53 seconds to play here in the first half.
They actually picked their flag up.
The flag is still back at the 15-yard line. And Chisholm must have declined the penalty. I thought they might make him re-kick, but instead they have declined, and the Longhorns are going to start near their own 40-yard line. 1 timeout and 53 seconds to play. Well, it was a hold against Alva.
It was actually running into the kicker, and Alva decided to decline it, not re-kick. That's what they just showed there.
Okay. So it was running and not roughing into the kicker. That's only 5 yards and not a first down.
I don't know if this official knows that his flag is laying back at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line with 53 seconds to play here in the first half, and it's going to be another minute or two if he does realize that flag is back at the east end.
Maybe he'll work his way down there. They're still trying to get the ball spotted.
It's at the 39-yard line where we had called that it was at the end of the run. Now they back it to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 20 for Chisholm. Back at the 29-yard line. I swear I didn't see that penalty, did you?
I didn't. I was paying attention to the return. I did not see
what happened. I didn't either, but it was a post-possession foul because they've assessed it against Chisholm, 10 yards, and the line of scrimmage back at the 29. And flag still is laying down at the 15-yard line. They play on without it. Hand off to Flanagan coming short side, and Flanagan is hit by 2 Goldbug defenders and knocked out of bounds. Lance Mathers was one of those 2 defenders. Also there for the Goldbugs was Campbell Gaspard.
Now he figured it out. Good hustle. Blackwell 24, Hennessy 8.
2nd and 18 at the 31-yard line in their own end of the field for Chisholm. Flanagan was hit out of bounds, so the clock stops with 48 seconds to play in the half. Two receivers right, one left. Hamilton, snap of the money,
Ooh,
pump
got
fakes.
him.
Now he's looking for Barker again. He overthrows him, and it's intercepted.
Yeah,
Picked off by Aiden Kimberlin. Now he says, give me some blocks, and he may have stepped out of bounds. There's a flag down at the 48-yard line here.
I know it was pass interference, but I don't know why they didn't let the play keep going.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. They grabbed Barker, and that's why the ball sailed 20 yards over the head and was intercepted by Kimberlin.
I'm still not sure why they didn't let the play keep continuing, though, but I guess they just decided to stop the play. Interesting.
Yeah, that's not a dead ball foul.
Sure isn't.
1st and 10 to the 46-yard line. So Alva's first turnover that would have been forced is negated. Bugs have had at least one takeaway in all 6 games this year. Now the officials are going to get together near the football, and they're going to conference. This game has come to an absolute screeching halt late in the first half. Chisholm trying to rally. They've been down 7-0. They have trailed 14-6. They're now down 2, but they are threatening to move into Alva territory late here in the first half. Both teams with a timeout remaining and 43 seconds to play. That's a long time. Hamilton can work the sideline. Nick Barker has just been bedeviling that Goldbug defense here in the first half. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I don't. I'm not sure I understand exactly what's going on.
I think Dave Foster wants to know what's going on as the white cap is going to come out of the field.
He doesn't look happy.
I mean, I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. The officials are standing around talking to the players. The white cap is over talking to Dave Foster. And I don't know if Dave's upset because of the pass interference call. Well, that's what he is not challenging, but at least wanting an explanation and getting his words in with the white cap.
Let's check the Squirtle scoreboard while we're waiting. How about we do that?
You're the boss.
OCS all over Perry 30-0. Another game in our district. Millwood over Newkirk 29-6. Beggs is getting back on the winning track. They're up 40-8 at halftime. Chandler all over Crossings 21-0. Washington all over Lindsay 38-0 at half. Here's a good game. Kiefer and Little Kansas. Kiefer number 4 and Kansas number 8. 14-7. Kiefer leads in the first half.
Little Kansas, is that what you call them?
That's what they call them over east. It's Kansas, Oklahoma. They call them Little Kansas.
Yeah, I know. 1st and 10 to the 46-yard line. They're going to toss it to the backfield.
Throwback.
Jackson Cottle to throw near side. He was looking for Hamilton to the throw back, and he throws it out of bounds.
I like that play call.
Chisholm's been pretty creative offensively here in the first half. Clock stops. 37 seconds to go in the quarter. 2nd and 10 to the 46-yard line. Flanagan is in the backfield. Kelson Hamilton, the quarterback, gets the exchange, hands it off to Flanagan, bounce it off defenders up to the 49-yard line, and then 3 or 4 Goldbugs driving backwards to the 45. Longhorns have to hurry. We're down to 22 seconds to play here in the first half. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 49-yard line. Hamilton from the 42. Throws it over the middle. This time it will stand. Kimberlin with the interception of the 35. Running left to the 45 to midfield. Aiden to the 45, and he's out of bounds at the Chisholm 43-yard line. And the Goldbugs indeed do get the takeaway. Their first of the night with 5 seconds to play here in the second quarter. That'll give them one crack towards the end zone with Kimberlin.
Yeah, and Hamilton's balls, all the balls that he's thrown, anything that's been over intermediate has kind of sailed on him a little high, and that happened again with the crosser route. Great job there in coverage by Aiden Kimberlin. He has had a game tonight. He is definitely the first half MVP of this one.
I have read and heard so much about Aiden, and What an addition he has been for Alva High School. He certainly has not disappointed tonight on both sides of the football.
He's a heck of a basketball player, too. I got to see him this summer at our Squirtle shootout, so expect big things from him.
Second interception for Aiden this season. Line of scrimmage at the 43-yard line of Chisholm. Campbell Gaspard is the quarterback. Trip call is the single setback. And now I think Dave Foster wants a timeout. Why not? You can't take it home with you. So Alva will use their final timeout with 5 seconds to play here in the first half. We'll take a quick 30-second break back after these messages on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse?
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, Cole Jones, Tyler Kerr. A couple of Northwest Oklahoma legends from just down the road in Pond Creek.
Hey, I got a short drive home tonight.
Yeah, you do. This is a home game.
Yeah.
I think I could probably, I know Shipley could place it on the tee and kick it into your backyard.
He probably could if we got him inside the 10 down here on this end.
First and 10, Goldbucks at the 43 of Chisholm after the Kimberlin interception. Back to throw Gaspard. Here comes the pressure for the backside. He scrambles. He's in trouble. And he runs right into Micah McVeigh, who's going to sack him at the 49-yard line for a loss of 6. Third sack of the first half for the Longhorns, and Micah McVeigh has played well at the nose tackle position. So we have completed 24 minutes in a huge 2A District 1 game for North Enid. Your score, the Goldbugs 14, the Longhorns 12. Marcus Chapman, the new superintendent.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming...
Coming up next on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
An issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse.
Welcome back here to Longhorn Community Stadium on a Thursday night of fall break. Alva 3-3, Chisholm 4-2, and at halftime only 2 points separate the two schools. 14-12 Goldbugs at halftime. The Chisholm band is not here, so the Alva High Band of Gold is going to perform here on the home side for the partisan crowd. And again, the Goldbugs lead by 2 at halftime, 14-12. A guy that I admire, I've known since he was very, very young, the superintendent of schools here at Chisholm, Marcus Chapman, joins us, and it's good to see you again, my friend. It has been a couple of revolutions around the sun, hasn't it?
It sure has been, but it's good to see you too, Todd.
All right, you got to be excited to be back to Northwest Oklahoma. You were down at Ryan, a small school near the Red River, and have an opportunity to come back and be part of a really first-class school district.
You're exactly right with that, and Chisholm does everything right in every aspect of education, and we've shown that in football, we've shown that in the classroom, and I'm really kind of disappointed our band's not here tonight. I've been impressed with our band too, so everything has impressed me about how we do things.
I'm sure when you got into administration, because your dad Terry's been a long-time administrator around Northwest Oklahoma, you grew up, graduated from Timberlake, it had to be a goal of yours to get your kids and your family back to this part of the state. So I would think when the Chisholm job became available, when Dudley Darrow went to Enid, you had to be pretty excited to jump on that opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. And being closer to the family and being back in Northwest Oklahoma has been great. And my kids are excited to be closer to grandparents and family, and it's been a great move for our family.
It's a challenging time to be in education, isn't it? And it's a challenging time to sit in the seat that you do now on a yearly basis.
It is, but it's still rewarding in so many ways. The challenges are worth the work they take to get through, because every Friday we get to come out here. Every day you walk in a classroom, you immediately get to see the good things that happen from working through those challenges.
How about the school district? You picked a good time to come in. Dudley did a good job in his brief stay here, left it in pretty good shape, and you're kind of taking the baton and running, aren't you?
Yeah, and Dudley did a great job, and I'm pretty good friends with Dudley, and Dr. Darrow and I talk on a weekly basis, and he's been a huge help to me in making this transition as easy as possible.
How has the transition been? You got a family, you got a wife, you got to move everything basically all the way across the state from the Red River up here to Garfield County. You're building a house. You need any more on your plate?
Sure. Yeah, the transition is still happening, but the main thing is my kids are in school and they enjoy what they're doing and the things that can happen at Chisholm for them, and so far the job's been great, and the people I work with have been excellent, and they've helped make that transition so easy.
Well, you had the benefit of growing up in Northwest Oklahoma, the quality people that are out in this part of the state. I'm sure there were other opportunities that maybe at some point you looked at as a young superintendent, but you have to consider your family and bringing them back, being around your family, as you said, but being at a quality school district had to be number one for you, wasn't it?
It was absolutely number one. When you're really young and first getting into this, and I didn't have any kids, and having kids really changes things, and you want to make sure they're in a school where you know things are being done the right way, and Chisholm is definitely that.
What's coming up facility-wise for Chisholm? You have any plans on down the road of improvement facilities or maybe adding on?
We actually just passed a bond issue in September, and it's not going to be visible to the public, but the bulk of that bond issue is to help improve the heat and air in the high school, which is the same unit they've been using here since the building was built.
Wow.
And so that's been a huge thing, and a huge thank you to our community for passing that bond issue. But that's the main thing right now, and then in the future, we'll have to see what happens with the growth of Chisholm and where that goes and what we need to do from there.
Marcus Chapman, the graduate of Timberlake High School, one of my favorite guys, superintendent of schools here at Chisholm, visiting with us at halftime. The Bugs lead the Horns 14-12. Marcus, how's the numbers look here? I mean, you're talking about the growth of Chisholm. At one point, this was a really rapidly growing district.
We're up 32 kids from last year at this time, but I expect that number to keep rising gradually. You just drive around in this area and there's a lot of empty houses, and so I do expect the growth to happen, but I don't think it's going to be an explosion all at once. It'll be something we can handle as we go. So.
What's long-term goals for you as you sit in that superintendent's chair and you look out across the campus and to the students and their needs? What are things that you see going forward that you think need to be addressed?
Going forward, I think the main thing is just keeping the education where it is. Chisholm consistently ranks in the top 10 in the state educationally, and I think that's a sense of pride for the community and the school. And in the grand scheme of things, that's the main reason we're here, is to make sure our kids get what they need to move on to college or the workforce. And Chisholm does a great job of that, and I think we need to maintain that.
Did you finally get your dad to retire?
He did. He is retired, and he's as retired as you can be when you still have 200 head of cattle, and so.
Where's he living? Where are they living?
He lives 12 miles from Alva and 8 miles from Cherokee, and has a little ranch there, and loves every day of it.
Wow, good to see you, my friend. Give him my regards.
Always
good to see you. Marcus Chapman, the superintendent of schools at Chisholm, visiting with us here at halftime. 14-12, Alva over the homestanding Longhorns. We'll have more shortly here on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond, with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back here to Longhorn Community Stadium at Chisholm High School. North Enid halfway through this key 2A District 1 matchup, and at halftime, nearly a dead heat, Alva 14, Chisholm 12. The scoring of the first half, Kimberlin has a 20-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Cash Shipley was good. Chisholm's score, a 14-play, 63-yard drive in 6 minutes, 2 seconds. Hamilton with a 1-yard run. The conversion failed. Alva then got a 45-yard touchdown run from Lance Mathers, who looked like he was stacked up and then squirted out and got out of a shoestring tackle at the 40-yard line. Shipley made it 14-6, and then Hamilton came back 3 snaps later and connected with Nick Barker for 76 yards. The first try for 2 was successful. An ineligible receiver downfield negated that. The second try for 2 failed, and that's where we stand. The difference, 14-12, Bugs over the Horns. Chisholm will get the football to start the third quarter. Again, the winner of this will have an inside track, at least with 3 weeks to go, to be one of the final 2 spots out of 2A District 1. We all know Millwood and OCS are the top 2 teams. As we said, too, at the top of the broadcast, really these 2 and Perry are battling for the 3rd and 4th spot out of the district, and Perry is being hammered tonight by OCS. So if OCS and Millwood win, they would be 4-0 in the district. The winner of this would be a game back at 3-1. Perry, if they lose, and the loser of this game would be 2-2, and then either Blackwell or Hennessy will get a win. They're first in 2A District 1, and then Newkirk likely to lose tonight to Millwood. They would be 0-4. So Chisholm about to get the football. Brandon Taylor, the sophomore, who had a nice reverse run on the first snap offensively from scrimmage tonight for the Longhorns, stands back at the 5-yard line. Cash Shipley already tonight has put one kickoff from east to west about 3 yards deep into the end zone. We'll have to see if we have another touchback here for the Longhorns. Chisholm has used the big play through the passing game. Hamilton to Barker to stay in this ball game. Alva used a series of big plays on their first touchdown drive, a 34-yard pass reception by Kimberlin, and then Aiden, 3 plays later, a 20-yard touchdown run. They also had a 45-yard score from Lance Mathers. Here we go. Cash Shipley approaches, toe to leather, and this will be returned, as it will be Brandon Taylor from the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Cuts right, 25. Taylor to the 30. Taylor being ridden down near the 35-yard line. And down there for special teams coverage was Wersick, his 3rd special teams tackle of the night. But Hagan went for a little bit of a ride after a return of nearly 25 yards by Brandon Taylor.
Taylor is a dynamic athlete. You see the speed and the quick cut there. They need to find more ways to get him the ball in space.
First down and 10, Longhorns, 11:53 to play here in the third quarter. Alva trying to beat Chisholm for the 2nd straight year, and even the last 14 matchup at 7 wins apiece. Motion man, they hand it on. I know it's a keeper's. Hamilton is going to be cut down behind the line at the 34-yard line. They motioned the wide receiver Barker that way, and then brought the tailback Flanagan to the near side, and it was a zone read by Hamilton, and maybe he should have handed it because it's -1 of the first offensive snap of the second
half. DeMarcus Wharton, we've called his name many times in the backfield. He has looked good tonight.
Trips to the far side. Single setback again is Brandon Flanagan, the tight end. That is Easton John to the press box side. Now they move Flanagan from left to right. Hamilton awaits the snap. It's on the mark. Hand off to Flanagan. Gets his foot on the ground. Now is able to cut back right and spun down for 6 to the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Chisholm offense as Hunter Flater was in on the stop for Alva.
You know, if you're Chisholm, the run game has been there for them tonight. A lot of this counter stuff has looked really good for them. I think, the goal for them is to just stick to that here in the second half, and I think they're going to have some success.
That was evident by their 6-minute, 2-second touchdown drive, their first of 2 scoring series in the ballgame. 10:40 to play here in the third quarter, 14-12 Alva. 3rd down along 5 of the 40 for the Longhorns. moving from right to left. They keep it with Hamilton on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He has a first down. Breaks another tackle at midfield, dragging defenders with him, and he's up to the 46-yard line of Alva. That'll be a gain of 16 on third down and a long 5, and Chisholm on their opening possession here in the second half penetrates Goldbug territory.
Great decision by Hamilton. Great run. Great cutback. Good conversion.
First and 10 of the 46-yard line. A little disappointing that we weren't invited to Kelson's house before the ball game. His dad apparently put on quite a spread, and the Squirtle crew was not invited. First and 10 of the 46-yard line.
Bandito was good, though.
It was good. Flanagan to the right. Receivers go both ways. Here comes the pressure. They set up a screen near side Barker. Barker in trouble as he struggles to get up to the 42-yard line. He's going to pick up about 4. Alva doing a good job diagnosing that play. Trace Hamilton was one of the defenders there for the Goldbugs. They were not fooled in that little screen. A perfect call, though, against the blitz.
Yeah, it was, I believe, Felder that was out there that time. Did a great job in coverage, kind of causing the screen to go nowhere, but I tell you what, they had a lot of space in front of him, so great play there.
Flater's already been in on a couple of tackles here in the second half. Second and 6, Chisholm with the Alva 42. Handoff, running left. Flanagan bounces off a defender and is outside and to the 38-yard line. He'll pick up 4. He should have been stopped for no gain at best and maybe a yard or 2 lost, but give Flanagan some credit. Not a great job of tackling by Alva. It's going to bring up third down and a very manageable 2. Clock dips under 9.5 to play here in the third quarter. Tomorrow night, game 2 of our package of Game of the Weeks. It'll be an 8-man battle, OBA and Ringwood from Ringwood. Third down, a couple at the 38-yard line. Flanagan motions to the far side. Now it's a keeper again by Hamilton. Kelson with running room. Kelson to the 20, to the 15, and the angle's left. It'll be first down inside the red zone for the Longhorns. And right now, Kelson Hamilton is doing it in against the Alva defense with his legs.
Anytime you can get a quarterback running, you've got extra blockers. And great play call there again by Chisholm. I really like the counter stuff that they're running. I think they're having a lot of success with it.
23 yards to the Alva 15. First down and 10. Chisholm trying to grab their first lead of the night. Out of the Wildcat, they snap it to Flanagan, running behind the left side of that offensive line. Tino at guard and the big senior tackle, Cooper Brinkley. And he's going to pick up 5 as he gets down to the 10. Going to bring up second down. 8:40 to play here in the third quarter.
And this is exactly what Chisholm, needed coming out of this half. They really need to punch this thing in the end zone.
2 receivers to the far side. The tight end is lined up left, and we get a flag.
Offsides.
Alva was going to blitz, and they came in prematurely. So that's going to give Chisholm a first down to the 5-yard line. It'll bring up first down and goal to go. Longhorns have been penalized more in this ball game tonight than have the Goldbugs, but that's a costly one. They're going to say it's actually second and a yard, the ball just outside the 5-yard line. 8.5 minutes to play, third quarter, 14-12 Bugs, but they're in jeopardy of giving up the lead right here. Out of the Wildcat, it is Flanagan. He'll keep it running left, cuts right inside the 5.
Cut.
Flanagan with another cut. Looked like he got into the end zone, and they're going to say he is down just outside the goal line. Well, he made 2 really good cuts on the perimeter to get as deep as he did, and he was very close to the goal line.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to be able to cut back up and get even close to the goal line, so great effort there.
First down and goal to go. Let's see if Flanagan handles the snap again. Hamilton is out there, claps his hands. Kelson, who's done most of it with his legs in this drive, caps it off with a touchdown. He went behind Micah McVeigh, the junior at guard on the right side, and Chisholm comes out and goes 65 yards. It has their first win of the night, 18-14 over Visiting Alva.
Yeah, just the exact kind of drive you want, giving them all they want running. I don't know if they even threw the ball on that. Well, outside of a couple of screens, which are basically glorified runs. Great first possession.
Kelson's grandparents live in Alva. His parents are both Goldbug graduates, and he has scored 2 against their alma mater tonight. Horns will go for 2 to try to make it a 6-point game. And Flanagan is in the backfield. Hamilton out of the gun, gets the snap from Miles. Now he's going to throw near side, ball incomplete. He was looking for Barker, and it was broken up that time by Campbell Gassford. So the try for two fails, and we get a timeout. 8:19 to go, third quarter. Chisholm leads Alva for the first time tonight, 18-14. Here with the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping.
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, Cole Jones, Tyler Kerr, the crew with you here at Longhorn Community Stadium. A fall break edition of our Game of the Week. Thursday night football between longtime rivals Chisholm and Alva. Maybe the final meeting for the foreseeable future. A little sky kick to the near side. It is fumbled and dove on by Tucker Hannaford, whose father, Bo, is the president of Northwestern Oklahoma State. And the Goldbugs, who need something now in the form of an answer, will start at the 36-yard line.
17 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Score is Chisholm 18, Alva 15.
Dave Foster playing a lot of young guys. They do play some freshmen. And if you look at the average age, the experience side of this matchup belongs to Chisholm. They have a lot of juniors out there. They're going to be strong against again next year, playing in 2A Division I. Alva will go to 2A Division II. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. 8:17 to play third quarter. Chisholm with a three-man defensive front. Now they show a little pressure off the edge and then a low snap. Gaspel fakes the handoff, dumps it off to Cole on the far side, and he is hog-tied after a yard gain after the catch and run to the 37.
Big tackle there by Nolan Dieterding. What a great job on his key and taking care of his responsibility.
Trip Cole coming in had 3 receptions for -2 yards. One of those 3 receptions went for 3 yards, so that's only his second reception of his young varsity career to go for positive yardage. 7:36 to play third quarter. Second down and 9. Chisholm leads Alva 18-14. Midway through the third quarter. Pistol loaded left. Back to throw is Gasford. He will gun it over the middle looking for Kimberlin, and it is incomplete. We're going to get a flag. They're going to call pass interference against Brandon Taylor, the sophomore. And honestly, it probably was, Adam, but I think they've let a lot worse go tonight with Chisholm trying to stay with Kimberlin.
Well, and I also don't know how catchable that ball was,
right.
But at the same time, like you said, there was contact, and there has been contact on other routes, so.
After the 15-yard penalty, the Goldbugs will have it at Chisholm's 48-yard line. And had that not been called, it would have been another third and long situation for the Goldbugs, who tonight have converted just 1 third down attempt, and that was on the Mathers 45-yard run that gave Alva their second score of the night. Lance is in the backfield to the right of Campbell Gasford. Gasford gets the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it on a zone read, and Campbell Gasford spinning backwards. That's how a lot of his runs have ended tonight. Gets all the way to the 43, a gain of 5, so that really puts you ahead of the chains for your second and third down opportunity.
I would give a heavy dose of our man Mathers here.
Second down and 5 coming up for the Goldbugs.
Dalen Malone is going to split to the near side along with Cass Shipley. Goldbugs moving with that stiff southeasterly wind to their back here in quarter number 3. Second and 5. There you go. There's Mathers. Chisholm knew that, and they stack him up for no gain. Goodness gracious, the ball came out, but the play was already blown dead. The Chisholm fans are not going to like it, but clearly forward progress had been stopped. It's 3rd and 5 for the Bugs.
Well, and if you're a Chisholm fan or a Chisholm coach, you're saying, hey, last time we had him wrapped up and you let the play continue and he runs for a touchdown. So, man, that kid is a load, isn't he?
He wasn't getting out of that one. You're right. It takes more than 1 or 2 to get 32 to the ground. 3rd down and 5. They'll throw it out in the near flat for Dalen Malone. And Malone breaks 1 tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and he is close to the first down as he's inside the 40. And Dalen Malone is going to be right at the first down marker at the 38-yard line. They had him in the backfield. It was either Busa or Barker. I don't know if it was 28 or 12 that had him for at least a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, you're right. They did. I mean, you heard me say good coverage, but he didn't make the tackle. I mean, they did a good job in pursuit there, but great job by Malone slipping the tackle and getting the first down.
That is one of the more impressive plays we have seen either way tonight, simply because it was only a 5-yard catch, but he had to get 9 to get to the first down mark, and he knew exactly where that was at the Longhorn 38-yard line. 6th play of the Goldbug drive upcoming as Mathers is in a pistol-loaded left formation. Shipley is to the near side, and now Kimes Gilbert, the Chisholm second-year head coach, wants a timeout. 6:17 to play, third quarter. Chisholm by 4, 18-14 on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Anger, anxiety.
Longhorns use the first of 3 timeouts. First down at 10, Goldbugs at the 38-yard line. A little confusion now as to where Maddox Beck, the tight end, will line up. He'll line up with a hand on the turf on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Now they load the pistol left with Trip Cole, the extra back in the backfield, along with Lance Mathers. And Gaspard fakes the handoff. Now he's going to run, breaking tackles, and he gets almost to the 30-yard line. A run of 7, and almost initially, Adam, that looked like a busted play.
Yeah, and Mathers does a great job getting up in the hole and blocking there to get, open space, man. Not only is he good with the ball in his hands, but...
2nd and 3, Alva at the Chisholm 31-yard line with 5:50 to play here in the third quarter. Longhorns by 4, 18-14, taking the first drive of the second half. 9 plays, 65 yards. Snap back, Gaspard handles it, drops all the way back to the 48-yard line. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's able to get a first down to the 25-yard line. I'll tell you, it was very close to being a horse collar tackle as well, as the Longhorn defender got very close to the inside of those shoulder pads.
Gaspard, once again, gets pressured. Good job of tucking it and getting positive yardage.
Manages 6 on what was 3rd and or 2nd and 3. So Campbell Gaspard, who came into the contest with 245 rushing yards and one 100-yard rushing game to his credit, has picked up 13 in 2 carries. Bugs just outside the red zone. They fake the handoff. Gaspard rolls right. Hits Cole at the 15. He juggled the ball just enough, and Tripp is then run down from behind at the 12-yard line. And it was Nolan Dietering, the senior linebacker, who came in with 40 stops, second most among the Chisholm linebacking core, that got him to the turf.
I like this drive here from Alva, too. They're showing some different things, getting Gaspard out on some different routes, some crossing stuff. I really like the play calling.
Goldbugs in the red zone tonight are 1 for 1. They have it at the 11 of Chisholm, so they can pick up a first down without scoring the touchdown. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Glad to have you along from North Enid here on Squirtle tonight. Pistol loaded left. Again, it's Cole and Mathers in the backfield. Ooh. They hand it to Lance, banging his way over left guard. He's inside the 10, down close to the 8. Hard-fought 3-yard run. How would you like to see Lance Mathers day in and day out defensively in practice? I can tell you this, that defense won't find a more physical or punishing running back that they'll see on Friday nights anywhere.
I'm going to guess there's a lot of people that end up with headaches around 4 o'clock every afternoon, 4:30. But I'll tell you, they almost had an issue with the handoff. I don't know if you saw that.
2nd down and 8. They've had some problems on the center to quarterback exchange. And there's another one. It's dropped by Gaspard, circles all the way back to the 21, gets out of an ankle tackle, is going to throw towards the end zone, and was looking for Shipley, but Shipley was well covered by Reagan Nicewander. And it's 3rd down and 8. This would not be the first time that an Alva drive would break down because of a bad snap from center.
Yeah, we've seen that multiple times, and you foreshadowed it there. That was a great prediction there, Todd. You've been around this game for a while. You called it.
A couple of weeks. 11th play of the drive for Alva. They moved from their own 36 down to the Chisholm 8. 4 minutes to play, third quarter, 18-14 Longhorns. Goldbugs now just getting the play in. There's 3 seconds, 2 seconds to snap it. Cole the single setback. Gaspard gets it off. Or did he? Chisholm saying he did not. They threw a little slip screen to Cash Shipley inside the 6 down to the 4, dragging tacklers with him. And now this is a 4-point decision by Dave Foster. You kick 3, it would be a chip shot for Cash Shipley, or do you go for the touchdown and try to retake the lead?
I'm going to guess that looks like they may try to kick the extra point, or the field goal, I'm sorry.
It would pull the Bugs to within 1 with 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Right now, Campbell Gaspard is still out there. They brought Lance Mathers in. Why not? 4th and a yard, the ball at the 4-yard line. Pistol loaded left with Cole and Mathers in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Now Gaspard is going to run right, slips a tackle, dives, and he is going to be close to the first down. He's going to be very close to the first down. Chisholm, as you would expect, saying they have stopped him. And let's see where it all depends on the spot right now. Chisholm has stopped him. They put the ball down at the 4-yard line.
Man, and I just, if I'm Alva, I'm scratching my head. I mean, that to me, I'd put it in 32's hands.
Exactly. If he can't get a yard or so, then it's just not your night. Instead, Gaspard gets just 1, and they had to really struggle to get that. And Chisholm takes over with 3:15 to go in the third at the 3.
And I'm not so sure. I don't know if you noticed it. Yeah, I know. It looked like there was a miscommunication. It may have been that he was supposed to hand off, and he didn't get the handoff made.
All right, Alva's defense needs to stand right here. You have good field position. They'd love to force their second turnover. They had an interception from Aiden Kimberlin, his second of the year, late in the first half, and they have now forced at least 1 turnover in 7 games. Back to throw Hamilton. He's in trouble, and he somehow belatedly gets out of the end zone before he's gobbled up. No gain to the 3. That'll take us under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Second down and 10 for the Longhorns upcoming.
That time when Hamilton watches film tomorrow, he's going to be kicking himself because his cut was inside quicker. They've been having a lot of success out to the edge, and I mentioned these cutback lanes are going to start opening up. They need to be looking for that.
This Kelson Hamilton kid, he is pretty cool out there at quarterback. Has he missed some throws? Yes, but he's made a lot of plays tonight with his feet. Second and 10 Longhorns. Deep give in the backfield goes to Flanagan. He is stacked up and is not going to gain a yard. It's going to be third down and 10 as that Alva interior defense really stiffening here with good field position, pitting their ears back against the horns.
And guess who was there?
Lance Mathers.
You guessed right.
Was I right when I told you he'd be the best player on the field?
You were right.
Averages almost 13 stops a game. That's ridiculous. Third and 10 at the 3-yard line. Single setback, offset to the left. That's Braden Flanagan. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And Easton John is the tight end lined up to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Hamilton changing the play. Snaps it with 2 on the play clock. Deep drop back to the 8. Throws near side. He's got John for a first down. And he was hit late out of bounds. Let's see if they throw a flag. Easton John is quickly up, and he is joined with the Goldbug defender. I think that was Lance Mathers that gave him a shot late. And it's a gain all the way out to the 27-yard line. So 24, and Adam, you call that play from the snap.
Yeah, you could see the fullback leak out. I love the play call again. They just ran him on a wheel route, and this time Hamilton made a great throw. Great play call.
1:50 to play in the third quarter. They say the run ends at the 25, so it's a catch and run of 22, but they have some big-time breathing room now. Hamilton hands it off, sweeping left. Flanagan, nowhere to go. Picks up a yard, dives down at the 28-yard line. And on his back was Wyatt Tucker. Lance Mathers was there as well. 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Big number 77 for Alva. Is that?
It's Trace Hamilton.
Trace Hamilton, okay.
Second down and 9. They officially give him a gain of 1 to the 26-yard line. Chisholm can snap it one more time before we dip under 1 minute to go in the third. Direct snap. Now it's a keeper by Hamilton, and he tiptoes his way up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4, bring it up 3rd down and 5. One of the biggest differences in Chisholm this year physically. These guys have really matured because of the great weight program the Gilbert brothers have instilled here in North Enid. And they were telling me that even the young kids pack that weight room at the southwest corner of this facility on a daily basis. They really like lifting weights. And I don't care what you say. You can scheme, you can put the right guys on the field, but building a program all starts in the weight room.
No doubt. You can definitely tell a difference in how some of these kids have changed their bodies. Chisholm's going to call another timeout here. They've used 2 timeouts here in the 3rd quarter, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, they're letting the play clock wind down, and they'll burn the timeout with 28 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll take a quick break. Longhorns headed to the 4th, lead Alva 18-14 here on Squirtle.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
In this new format. 28 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Chisholm faces 3rd and 5 at the 30-yard line. Kelson Hamilton drops, throws near side, reception by John. He makes the catch at the 42, turns upfield and is out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So 14 more, and Easton John has really come to the rescue on a drive that started at the 3 after Chisholm took over on downs.
A big credit to Hamilton. Man, he looks so much more comfortable throwing the ball. He was letting the ball kind of sail on him in that first half, and he's really been on point here in the second half.
Those two, Hamilton and John, have played a lot of ball together, and they're good buddies. Showed there. 1st and 10 to the 44. They keep it with Hamilton running right, and he's cut down to the 48-yard line. Lance Mathers was there for the Gold Bucks. Gain of 4, and that's the final play here of quarter number 3. So 12 minutes remain here in this 2A District 1 meeting between the Longhorns and the Gold Bucks. After 3, Chisholm leads Alva 18-14 on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
When your business is at
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, Tyler Kerr producing the broadcast here in the booth. Cole Jones upstairs operating the camera. 12 minutes to go. 2nd and 6. Chisholm as they switch into the field to the 48-yard line. And now they are going to keep it on the ground. And they hand it off, I believe, to Flanagan, and he's able to get to the Alva 48, so a gain of 4, bringing up 3rd down and 2.
I think that was Hamilton there.
It was Hamilton. You're right on the keeper. There were 29 plays run in that 3rd quarter. Chisholm had 2 offensive possessions, this being the extension of that 2nd. Longhorns ran 17 offensive plays in the last 12-minute quarter, Alva 12. So it's 3rd down and 3 at the Goldbug 48-yard line. Half a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Glad to have you along for North Enid tonight here on Squirtle. Two receivers left and right. One back set. Hamilton to throw on third and short. Throws over the middle, and it's caught, and a good tackle. What a catch that time by Cuddle. And he had his legs taken out from underneath him on a dump truck Trip Cole tackle.
Great catch. That's my neighbor, by the way. If anybody wanted to know.
Gain of 13. That's one of the first passes tonight Hamilton is connected on over the middle. From the 35, Kelson to drop. Throws near side. Ball caught by Taylor. Gets out of a journey tackle. Makes a cut. And he's off to the races and gone. Taylor all the way to the end zone for a 35-yard Chisholm touchdown. And the Longhorns have broken the game open, taking a 2-score advantage on a 97-yard drive. And they lead 24-14 over the Gold Bugs.
Well, what a great job and a great series of play calling and great execution by the Longhorns. You know, being patient. They've been so patient in the screen game stuff. So many times in high school, you see the skill players outrun their linemen or not be patient, and a great job there.
10 plays, 97 yards. You'll take that all day, every day. Nearly 10 yards a snap. Here's the 2-point try. Kelson Hamilton throws in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. It was juggled looking for Easton John, who was trying to dive to the near side and could not haul it in. So the lead remains 10 with 10:54 to play in the ballgame. Longhorns 24, Gold Bugs 14 on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Agriculture. You want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture. It's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Longhorns kick it away. It is a short kick to the far side. Alva's going to return it, and then he slips and goes down to the 35-yard line. Chance Heaton was the one that had the return for minimal yardage. How about Kelson Hamilton tonight? 3 rushing touchdowns and a touchdown pass. The junior signal caller came in 6 weeks with 3 rushing touchdowns and 8 passing touchdowns. And he's done a good job in protecting the ball tonight. His touchdown to interception ratio 8-6 coming in. Tonight he has thrown for 1 and been intercepted once. Gold Bugs had a good drive, came up empty, eschewing a field goal opportunity for a touchdown, and they turned it over on downs. 10:50 to play here in the ballgame. Wide receivers left and right. Bunch formation to the far side. Trip Cole is in the backfield. They fake the handoff, and Gaspard is swallowed under. He'll lose about a yard at the 34-yard line, and that defense is really fired up. Easton John was up off the pile, kind of stretching his jersey and sticking his chest out as to say, yeah, I made that play.
Yeah, I'll tell you another thing I've noticed, an adjustment that Chisholm has made on this single side of the field is they're doubling, the big playmaker, the Kimberlin kid, bringing this outside linebacker back over on top of him.
You take away that big pass play they had on a scoring drive in the first quarter, Chisholm's done a good job against Kimberlin. 2nd and 11. Alva at their own 34. Another low snap handled by Gaspard. Lobs it over the middle. Mathers
Great
at the 35.
job.
And boy, he was knocked out after a 3-yard gain. Easton John was the one that kind of slowed him down before the rest of the linebackers could clean up.
Yeah, and just once again, I like the play call from Alva. Chisholm was just very sound there, very disciplined.
9:45 and counting to play. 24-14 Longhorns. Gold Bugs are 1 of 2 here in the second half on third down conversions. They have but one third down conversion to the ball game tonight. 2 receivers left and right. Now Gaspard throws it out in the far flat for Mathers. Makes a cut. Mathers with a first down to the 45, and he's down to the 47-yard line. And that was Lance Mathers with very good vision after he made the catch downfield for about 4 yards and then turned it into a gain out to the 47. 10 yards on Lance Mathers' catch. He is over 150 yards of receiving this year. He also has a touchdown. He's also caught a pass for 44 yards earlier this year. They swing it out in the left flat. Dalen Malone with a block, and he's ridden down at midfield, giving 3 to the 50. Jackson Cuttle was there for Chisholm. Also in the vicinity, Brandon Taylor. Second down for Alva. We're under 9 minutes now to play in the ball game.
Much better possession. I really like what Alva's done offensively here, mixing it up.
1-by-3 set. Single receiver on the near side is Kimberlin. Another bad snap, and Gaspard is forced to get what he can as he spun down to the Chisholm 48, 3rd and 5.
That has been an issue all night for the Goldbugs. They've just had major issues snapping.
I don't know if Schaefer has been the everyday center or not. If he has, I'm surprised we're in week 7 and still having center to quarterback exchange problems. 3rd down and 5 at the 48. That has helped to bog down some drives tonight. Deep roll right for Campbell Gaspard. He's going to throw with a run, and he throws it downfield. The ball is intercepted, and a flag comes down. They may get Chisholm for pass interference. They were looking at the passing game for Dalen Malone, and I didn't see who it was. It may have been Brandon Taylor that picked the ball off. But it's all going to go for naught. There's a flag down, pass interference called against Chisholm. So another major penalty going to be assessed against the Longhorns. And Campbell Gaspard avoids what would have been his second turnover tonight. He's already coughed it up once.
I don't know if the pass interference call was a surprise. It was a surprise where it came from, because it came from a sideline guy instead of the back judge who was right there on the play. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe he had a better angle on it, but a lot of times you don't see a pass interference called from the side of the field like that.
First down and 10, Goldbugs at the 39, so hope remains alive for Alva with 8 minutes to play. High snap, they'll keep it with Gaspard, running room down the middle of the field, and Campbell dives down near the 29-yard line. That's going to be very close to a first down. I think I said they started this drive at the 39. They started it at the 35. So it's going to be second down and 5.
There was definitely some type of tugging going on. I could tell from here, so more than likely it was the right call made. It was just interesting that it came from the sideline.
8th play of this drive for the Alva Goldbugs. 7:34 to play in the ball game. 24-14 our score. Snap back. Gaspard is going to keep it. Needs some blocks. Doesn't have it, and he goes right down to the line of scrimmage. Cut down to the right side of the line of scrimmage at the 29, so it's 3rd down and 5. Alva has converted 2 of 4 on 3rd downs. It's a vast improvement from what they did in the first half. They're down 2 scores, or 4 down territory, down 2 scores, with 7 minutes to play here at Longhorn Community Stadium. Chisholm leads the series over the last 13 meetings dating back to 20-10, narrowly 7-6. Alva won handily last year at Ranger Field. 3rd and 5. Gaspard to throw. It running out of time. Rolling right. Now pulls up. Dumps it over the middle of the field. The ball tipped. And incomplete. Well, that was a dangerous throw.
Boy, and he got hit hard over there on the sideline.
He's really slow to get up. He's being helped up by one of the assistant coaches for the Bugs. And now it's 4th down and 5 at the 29-yard line.
It's almost lucky that ball got tipped because that could have been picked.
Very dangerous throw over the middle of the field. Cowbells are out here tonight at North Enid at Longhorn Community Stadium. A lot of the spectators with them in their hands, standing and rattling the cowbells.
As Will Ferrell would say, we need more cowbell.
4th down and 5. Those cowbells are going to get real loud here if Chisholm stops Alva this drive. Gaspard to throw. Needs to get to the 24. Throws right. Ball is caught. Was that caught by Dalen Malone. It
What
was.
a catch.
What a catch. He threw it up in traffic, and Dalen Malone, the 5'10", 155-pound senior, went up high to get it, and Alva converts on a 4th and 5, and they're inside the red zone deep.
And credit Gosford, too. What a throw, putting it right to a spot. But, man, what a catch by Malone.
First down for the Gold Bugs as they try to rally from 10 down. That play goes for 21 down to the 8-yard line. Pistol loaded left. Cole is in the backfield. Mathers is in the backfield. Lance gets the handoff, and he has nowhere to go. They are really dialed in on number 32. He has not been able to get on track running between the tackles tonight. He may, in fact, lose a yard. He does to the 9. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal to go.
And that was Jackson Cottle again there leading the charge for the Longhorns. He also had a help from some of his buddies.
Do you guys meet in the front yard as neighbors and work on tackling drills?
He's out there a lot with his sisters.
2nd down and goal to go with the 9. Just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Gasford turns and fakes the handoff. He'll roll right, looking to the end zone. Ball was caught and dropped.
It's Beck.
Should have been a touchdown, and he went to the freshman tight end, Maddox Beck. And now a flag comes in at the end of that play.
That's going to be a flag, I believe, on Beck for saying something. I'll tell you what, Beck, there's been a couple times they've dragged him over the middle. And
it's looking like it's against Chisholm. Here's the indication. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, Longhorns. So it'll be half the distance to the goal line and an automatic first down.
I thought it was on Beck the way that he reacted.
So the Longhorns have been very generous with penalties on this drive. One to keep a drive alive on a pass interference call, and this one, which would have brought up 3rd down and goal to go from the 9, is going to move it half the distance to the goal line and refresh the down marker.
It'll still be 3rd down.
It's a dead ball, though, isn't it? 3rd down and 3. That's where the ball is, at the Chisholm 3-yard line. Pistol loaded left. Hand off to Mathers, and he will walk in for the touchdown. Went behind Trace Hamilton at right guard, and that time he got those shoulders squared, and there was nobody going to deny him, and that's a terrific answer by the Gold Bugs.
Yeah, and you can't give a team like Alva that many opportunities. Great job converting by the Gold Bugs, and hey, we got ourselves a great game here.
Mathers, with a couple of rushing touchdowns tonight, came in on 40 carries with 3 scores, and now we're an extra point away from a 3-point game in favor of Chisholm. Cash Shipley has been very good at point after tries tonight. He is 2 for 2. Snap back, ball down. Shipley approaches, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. Timeout, 5:41 to play. We thought it would be a good one. It has not disappointed. Chisholm 24, Alva 21 on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Insurance Game of the Week.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
5:41 to play. Both teams have had 2 possessions. There's been 3 scores since halftime. Chisholm 24, Alva 21. That's a line drive knuckleball kick. Scooped up at the 20. Returned to the 29-yard line. And Hunter Flater lays the leather that time to the return man for the Longhorns. That is Reagan Niswander. Okay, I have to confess something. Nobody knew it. We knew it in the booth. Squirtle is not Squirtle Insurance. We do not have a subsidiary company just yet. Tonight's game is brought to you by Alva State Bank on Squirtle, not Squirtle Insurance.
And High Plains Insurance does sponsor a lot of our games. Danny Geis, we want to always give him a shout-out, too, as well. So I understand the mix-up.
First down and 10. That's fine. You're the boss. If you're all right with it, I am. Look for Squirtle Insurance coming soon.
Why not? We'll just add another thing to the mix.
Hand off, coming right. Flanagan makes a cut, and Alva's there. They'll roll him down for a 3, maybe 4-yard gain as Xander Miller, wearing number 57. He also wears number 2 from time to time for the Bucks, making the stop. Chisholm content to work the clock. Their 2 scoring drives combined 19 plays and 662 yards.
I'll tell you one thing Chisholm's going to be kicking themselves is 2-point conversions. They have struggled tonight. They could be up a whole nother score if they could have converted 2 or 3
why,
of them.
again, it bears repeating. A guy like Cash Shipley is very, very important. Second down and 6, Horns at the 34.
Big hole.
Hamilton keeps it. Running room. First down across the 40, up near the 42-yard line. This guy has been the player of the game tonight. Kelson Hamilton against his parents' alma mater.
He's trying to prove Austin Keeney wrong is what he's doing.
Usually that's not something hard to do. Austin was good at the show the other night, though. Gain of 7 for Hamilton. 3 rushing scores, 1 passing touchdown. 4:17 and counting to play. Loser this game will be pretty much backed into a corner if they would have finished in one of the 2 final playoff spots in the district. Hamilton gets a high snap. He's going to keep it again and gets away from 1 defender, not going to get free of a second. Lance Mathers was there. Also there for the Goldbugs was Hagan Wersick. He dodged in the backfield that time, Trace Hamilton, but that slowed up the play. That was nearly cousin on cousin.
We got a timeout, I think, maybe, by Alva.
Goldbugs still have 3. Chisholm has 1. Loss of 1 on Kelson Hamilton's carry. So with 4:06 to play, big 2nd and 11 coming up defensively for the Bucks. 24-21 Chisholm on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
.406 to play in the ball game. Chisholm clinging to a 3-point lead. Second down at 11 to the 40. Hamilton on a stretch play is going to keep it again. Runs up the back of one of his blockers and then is spun down at the 44-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 2.5, and this might be the ball game right here, Adam, if Alva does not get a stop on defense. Looks like the Bucks are going to use their second of 3 timeouts with 3:58 to play.
I like the play call. I like keeping it in the hands of Hamilton. Honestly, they had a big hole there, but like you said, he just ran into his blocker. Good job of Alva standing ground. If I'm Chisholm here, I'm looking for a big 44 coming out of the backfield, Easton John, or just something simple out to Barker. Maybe a stick route. I really feel like Chisholm's had really good calls on 3rd and long in this second half, and Hamilton's done a good job of playing throwing.
7 touchdowns tonight between the 2 schools, 6 of those on the ground. Alva has a string working in which they've had at least 2 passing touchdowns in 5 straight games.
And so they haven't had that tonight, right?
They have not had that. All 3 scores coming to the ground for the Bucks. 3 of the 4 for Chisholm coming from Kelson Hamilton. Bugs are coming off a game in which they were really good against the Blackwell defense on the ground. In fact, they've been very good rushing the last 2 weeks against Newkirk and Blackwell into a District 1 play.
Almost.
Looked like Alva nearly jumped across the line of scrimmage. Hamilton with a hard count, now looking to the near side, has plenty of time to snap it. And he does with 10. Kelson to throw over the middle, receiver wide open, and he dropped the ball at the 41-yard line. He had a first down and more. That was Nolan Dieterding, the senior, who had 14 catches coming in, and the Gold Bugs have 2 timeouts, down 3 with under 4 to play, and about to get the football back after Nicewander's kick.
The ball was just a little bit behind Dieterding, but hit him in the hands. You'd like to see the catch made, but great play call again. They had their opportunity, just didn't execute on the play.
Dalen Malone to return the punt from the 24. And it's a angle kick to the next near side. It hits at the 26, turns over inside the 20-yard line, and is out of bounds. Let's see where they spot the football.
23.
At the 23-yard line. So Alva will start there with 2 timeouts and 3:48 to play. There's a flag, and it's in the backfield against the Longhorns. And that looked to me like it was a late flag. Let's see if Alva makes him re-kick or not, or if you take the football at the 23-yard line. You should, if you make him re-kick, get better field position, but do you take the chance of fumbling and turning the ball right back over to the Longhorns?
I think they're just going to decline it looks like. I don't know.
That's exactly what they're going to do, and Alva should start at the 23-yard line. Goldbugs last week were just 5 of 13 passing, 68 yards through the air. The second fewest yards passing that Alva's had in the game this year. They had 66 in a week 0, 13-0 loss at Purcell. And the 5 of 13 passes were the fewest completions and some of the fewest passing attempts by Campbell Gaspard in a game this year.
Well, something to keep an eye on, too, here with 3:45 to go is Shipley's leg. I mean, it's a 3-point game, so obviously you get yourself into a position where you feel like you can kick a field goal. They're going to take the penalty from the spot is what they're going to do.
So it'll be at the 28-yard line, and it will be first down.
It'll be at the 33.
33-yard line, thank you.
Yep.
So it's first and 10 at the 33-yard line. Bunch formation right, single receiver to the near side. Watch him. That's Aiden Kimberlin. Handoff goes to Mathers. Nowhere to go. Generous spot is going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 of that Longhorn defense has this crowd on the near side fired up.
Yeah, they've done a nice job here in the second half. Chisholm has. Alva has just not done a very good job of getting a hand on somebody and helping old Mathers out. He has not been as effective here in the second half.
Give you a stat on Alva's rushing game the last 2 weeks coming in. It's been much more difficult to run tonight against Chisholm. Second and 10 of the 33-yard line. One back set, Gaspard to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Dodges a tackler, but then is tripped up at the 30 or 38-yard line, so he picks up third and 5. It's 3rd and 5. Last 2 weeks against Newkirk and Blackwell, 2 of the worst defenses in the district. 62 rushes, 379 yards for the Goldbugs. Coming into this week, 675 yards on the ground, so 56% of the rushing yards have come on the ground the last 2 weeks. They'll throw a little slip screen across the way for Malone, and that play is very well diagnosed. He's going to lose a yard to the 32. That Chisholm defense really fired up now, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Goldbugs. And we're at 2:42 to play here in the ball game. 24-21 Chisholm.
I wonder what the flag is. It could be face mask.
Whitecap is tossing the ball to another striped shirt, and we're going to get the indication it is face mask, and that looks like it's a 5-yard variety. Wasn't personal foul, but Chisholm continues to breathe life into this Goldbug team and their hopes. So it's a 5-yard penalty to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a yard at the 37-yard line, as opposed to what would have been a 3rd and long situation. They're moving the chains. There's a 5-yard penalty. I didn't think that carried a first down.
Clock should be running.
2 receivers left and right. Hand off to Lance Mathers, cradling the football tight. He almost scored it out again. Look at him driving hard as he gets inside Chisholm territory at the 49-yard line, running behind the right side of that line. Alva in a hurry-up offense with 2:25 to play. It's second down and 3 at the 49-yard line of Chisholm. Fourth play of the drive, started back at the 33. Gaspard throws near side of the ball, tipped and knocked away, incomplete. Tuttle jumped the route, and if he's not thinking knockdown, he squares up more. He probably picks that up and takes off for a touchdown.
He got a hand on it, but, man, he almost went pick six on that. Ran it back to his own house.
That would have pretty much ended the game with 2:09 to play. Chisholm leading by 3. Alva has one timeout remaining. Bugs obviously are in 4-down territory, just inside Longhorn territory at the 49-yard line. Mathers, the single setback. 3-by-1 formation. Gaspard is going to keep it, try to run for it. Nothing doing. Loses a yard to midfield. And it's fourth down of the game. Hangs in the balance with 2 minutes and counting to play.
This is obviously biggest play of the game here. Like the play call.
Fourth down and a long 3. The ball at midfield. Resting to the far side hash. Goldbugs have already converted on a fourth down once. 4th and 5 of their touchdown drive, the previous possession.
Watch for Malone here.
They're 1 of 2 on fourth down tries here in the second half. Out of the gun is Gaspard. Ball game in the balance. Campbell to throw. Stands tall. Throws over the middle of the ball. Incomplete. Chance Heaton was wide open. Should have made the catch at the 39. Now the ball was thrown back towards the outside, but Chance clearly had his hands on the ball.
Well, and it was another scenario. It was almost very eerily similar to Chisholm's last possession where the ball was thrown a little bit behind Dieterding, and Dieterding didn't make the catch. And once again, you see the situation. But, man, what a stop for Chisholm's defense.
Chisholm will take over at midfield with 1:26 to play in the ball game. From 1-19 the last 2 years to 1:26 away from a 5-2 start are the Chisholm Longhorns. Told Kimes Gilbert of the field before the ball game, I said, the guy that's done the second best coaching job in the state of Oklahoma behind Brent Venables in terms of turnaround is right here tonight in North Eden.
He has done a heck of a job.
Yes, he has, included wins over Tulsa, Noah, and Kingfisher. Those were in weeks 2 and 3. Now Chisholm is going to go into a kneel-down formation. Alva can only stop it one more time as Hamilton will go to a knee at the 42-yard line. He loses 8 on that play, but it's academic. Longhorns right now more concerned with the clock, and Dave Foster will spend Alva's last time out with 1:21 to play. We'll take a break. Late fourth, Chisholm holding on against Alva, 24-21 Horns on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving.
Todd Miller, Adam Dieselhorst, the Squirtle Cruise. Fall break edition on Thursday night. Squirtle Game of the Week presented by Alva State Bank. 1:21 to play. Chisholm leading by 3 over Alva. It is 2nd and 18 to the 42-yard line. And Hamilton is going to drop all the way back to the 30, goes to a knee. He's touched down there, and the clock will continue to wind down. We're at 70 seconds to play in the contest. And the Goldbugs trailing by 3, and they will not have any more timeouts. So they have had losses all the way back to the 30 from midfield, so it's going to bring it 3rd down and 20. But that's not the concern right now for the Longhorns.
Looks like more than 3rd and 20. 3rd and 30.
That is 3rd and 30. 3rd and 30. They're back at the 30-yard line. They need to get to the Alva 40. Game is over after this next snap. Chisholm is going to take a delay of game.
Call timeout.
Or call a timeout. Looks like they called the timeout. With 36 seconds to play, the Longhorns sensing victory. So Chisholm will move to 3-1 in the district with the game still remaining against Perry on the road in week 9. Alva will play Hennessy next week at OCS in week 9. Perry at home, and that game will probably be for the fourth and final playoff spot out of 2A District 1, depending on how the Chisholm-Perry game shakes out. Longhorns will be prohibited favorites next week. They go to Blackwell, although the Maroons may be coming off their first win of the year. They were hammering Hennessy earlier. Chisholm then goes to Perry and then finishes up here at home against OCS. If I'm OCS, as good as they're playing, I wouldn't want to come here. Week 10, this has been a difficult team, a place for good teams to come in. Alva found out tonight. Kingfisher found out that earlier in the year. Now they, on 4th and 30, take a knee, and that will do it. Chisholm wins the football game. Final score, Longhorns 24 and Alva 21. And they celebrate down below on the turf here at Longhorn Community Stadium. Dave Foster headed out to meet Kimes Gilbert. The two coaches will exchange pleasantries as the final seconds tick away. Your final score tonight for North Enid, Chisholm 24, Alva 21. We'll be back to wrap it up on the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week.
For your support of our student athletes tonight, fans from Alva, please have a safe drive home.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice.
There you see the two teams headed towards the respective sidelines. Both have gone through the handshake line. The final tonight as the clock has struck zeros. Chisholm 24, Alva 21. You look at this game, Adam, and it was really very easy to break down. It was the running game. Alva had very little success against the Longhorn defense. Chisholm, especially with their quarterback, Kelton Hamilton, able to have a lot of success chewing up yardage and time against that Goldbug defense.
Well, I mean, I just really thought Chisholm was great in the second half. I thought that Hamilton settled down, making some really timely throws. Like you said, fantastic in the run game. They were really multiple. They had that one scoring drive they gave up, but there were a lot of mistakes on that with penalties that kind of helped Alva score. But really all parts of the game, kudos to Chisholm. They put together a great second half performance and got themselves a W.
And you know what? This is a game that they don't win last year because they don't know how to win games. After they were beaten 42-0 against Fairview, they now have gone 4-1 or 5-1 in their last 6 games, and they made the plays when they had to get a very, very precious district win at home.
I agree. 5-2. I don't know if a lot of people expected that out of Chisholm, but I'll tell you, they're a much improved team from having seen them the last couple years. And I still think they got a lot of wins in front of them to finish out this district play. Hats off to Alva. I thought that tonight Chisholm was the better team. Alva does have some really dynamic players and skill players, great wideouts. I think they had the best player on the field, Mathers. He is a load. He's somebody, obviously, to look out for the rest of the way, too, as well.
All right, that's going to wrap up our coverage tonight. Final score, final time. Chisholm wins in the Alva State Bank Squirtle Game of the Week over Alva 24-21. For Adam Dieselhorst, for Tyler Kirk and Cole Jones, I'm Todd Miller. We'll see you next week on the Squirtle Game of the Week.